Welcome in, everybody. Excuse me. Apologies in advance if my voice is cooked. I have been not losing my voice, but it has, I don't know. I feel like I might be getting sick. So if my voice is like dead for parts of stream, I apologize. If I added the exclamation mark Malaysia command, would I lose my mod badge? Probably not. Probably not. What do you do if Malaysian food appears in your scruddle, in my scrandle? Good question. Streamer, I just heard from Uncanny Cat News I have bugs in my skin. Did you give me bug aids? As far as I know, it's not transmissible via stream, but I could be mistaken about that, so I would get tested. Welcome in, everybody. Amphy Wampy New Zealander with the first as well. Existence, Jeezy, hello. And Amphy and Zafe. I believe I hit everybody. And 400. Welcome in, all. Hope everybody's weekend was fantastic. Hello, Issa from YouTube chat. What's up? How's everybody doing today, folks? How is it going? How's it popping, so to speak? Excuse me. Did I not update the spreadsheet with our last gold stake night? When was that? 21st, right? Yeah, because today's the 24th, and then the 23rd and the 22nd, I would have been gone. So, yeah, it would have been the 21st. Let me do that real quick. Chat. We played Checkered Zodiac, right? Yeah, because we didn't play Painted, so it was Checkered Zodiac, and we went 2-0. Am I on... Yeah, I lost 2 the day before, so I think I'm on a 2 streak and not a 3. I don't know why I'm asking. I can literally just go to the profile and check. I'm almost certain I'm on a 2 streak and not a 3. I believe I kept track of it correctly. Yes, indeed. Okay. So let's go. Checkered gets another win. I think Checkered is my best deck right now, then. Yeah, Checkered is my best gold stake deck as of right now, with a just above 70% win rate. It's beaten everything else. It's not even first place tied with anything. No clue what we are doing, you say? Okay, Vagabond. How long... I'm assuming you're talking about Runeterra. What format do you play, and how long are you planning on staying up? Because I don't think I would open stream with Runeterra, but, like, I would definitely end stream with Runeterra. I ain't gonna lie. Uncanny Cat Golf stream when? I'm not playing that again, dude. Last stream when you played your Risk of Rain 2 run, I woke up like a sleeper agent when the menu music started playing. There were a lot of people in the comments that said that. Probably going to bed within the next 2 hours. I'll catch you with it next time. Clash Royale stream? Hell no. I don't even think the vast majority of Clash Royale people in here would be very happy about that, considering that today's the day that they destroyed their entire video game with level 16. Colon 3 is making mods for it. Or are you really not gonna play it? I wasn't planning on it. That could maybe change things. But no, I was not planning on it anytime soon. Ain't no way they added level 16. Have you... Bro, I'm like somewhat ingrained in the Clash community. Bro, it has been nothing but level 16 for the past, like, month. They've literally been... Everybody has been, like, pissed about it. MTG deck building stream, when? It would probably be... If I did a deck building stream ever, it would probably be Commander. That's vile. Dude. Okay. Vagabond. You want to see something silly. especially from like a competitive side standpoint, look up the new hero cards. They're very silly and very balanced and very good for the again, especially for like the competitive Clash scene. Very healthy for the environment there. You should look up the Clash Royale hero cards for the new update in, I think it drops a week from today. Very good idea. Nobody's upset about them whatsoever. Also very intuitive to unlock in game. When will you make the cocking stream? Unfortunate unfortunate miscalculation there. When will I make a cooking stream? I have no idea, honestly. I never played Clash. Good. Missing your whole rant because of Ads King? That's diabolical. They always run at the worst. They always run at the worst time, bro. We back huge. Vagabond, look up hero cards for Clash Royale. They managed to make level 16 feel not so bad because they released something that's like 1,000 times more cash grabby and like 100 times worse for the competitive like environment. I played when max level was 11. Bro, I miss those days. If I could go back to the days where everybody was like bitching about Electro Giant being OP, man, oh man, would I go back to those days. Man, oh man, would I go back to those days. Dare I say the pinnacle of Clash Royale was when everybody was upset over Electro Giant and Phoenix. Boy, oh boy, did people not know how well they had it. Isn't the Hero Knight and Musketeer broken as shit or something? I think we've only seen gameplay of the Hero Knight and the Hero Musk. Maybe the Hero Giant was today. I think that's like tomorrow, though. The Hero Musk looks really good, but it doesn't look as broken as the Hero Knight. The Hero Knight breaks everything about Clash Royale. The Hero Knight is like, I don't even know how they can justify it being a thing in the game. Because, like, the entire purpose of Clash Royale... Not the entire purpose, but the entire play style of Clash Royale is, like, kind of just thrown in the dumpster with Hero Knight's ability. I don't get it. I started playing the day before yesterday. Unfortunately, I started playing at the worst time for playing the game, and Supercell only wants money. Yeah, true. I've seen Hero Giant. I mean, they showcased all of them briefly in the trailer, but we haven't seen, like the creators that I follow have only released like gameplay videos, like showcases of Hero Knight and Hero Musk. Hero Musk is very good, but Hero Knight is like, I would be, if they don't adjust it before it releases, I would be gobsmacked genuinely if Hero Knight was not in at least 85% of the meta. That's not even me like hyperbolizing or like highballing it. I would be floored if Hero Knight's like percentage use rate was not 85%, in the top 200 at the very least. I would assume it would be higher than that even. I swear I saw gameplay footage of Giant today. I've been following Ken and Abdod, but maybe I just fumbled. You might be onto something. You might be onto something. That might be the case. Let's look at Ken. Oh, never mind. Hero Giant was today. Okay, I'm a day behind. Yeah, so tomorrow will be Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A, and then they'll have gameplay released for all of them. Hero Giant's just goofy. I don't think Hero Giant's that bad. Imagine Invis spell in Clash. Oh, man, dude. It'd be over. Would you call this the Xerneas of Clash Royale? The Hero Knight? No, it's... What's worse than Xerneas? What was worse for the meta than, like, 2014 Xerneas? Hero Knight for Clash Royale is, like... I want to say Zacian from, like, 2021 or 2022, whenever that was in Sword and Shield meta, but I feel like it would be worse than that. Mega Rayquaza? Yeah, it could be. I feel like it's comparable to to Mega Rayquaza in 2016. Dark Void Smeargle. Oh, yeah. Wait, Dark Void Smeargle is a really good way of putting it. Yeah. When was Dark Void Smeargle? Was that also... Was Dark Void Smeargle also 2016? Or was that 2015? I feel like that was before. Because why wouldn't you just use Darkrai? Pre-Gen 6? That was pre-Gen 6? I thought 2011. Really? Worse than Evo Furnace or not? Yeah. Like, not even close. Hero Knight is definitely worse than Furnace. Not even close. Definitely worse than pre-balanced Evo Furnace for the meta. They nerfed the fuck out of Dark Void in Gen 6. Okay, that's when the nerf was? Yeah. Appreciate the raid last week and Snails for throwing the alley-oop. Hey, I got you. No worries. Excuse me. Appreciate you being here, Salsa. Welcome in, everybody. Okay, let's pull up the Scrandle and then we'll figure out what we're doing today, huh? Why did I decide to start playing this game right now? Bro, anybody who's getting into this game right now, not this game. The game that I have on screen is Balatro. Anybody who's getting into this right now, you'll be chilling. Anybody who's getting into Clash Royale, however, the game that we're talking about, stay away. Save your hours. Save your hours, not worth. At least until they rebalance everything. I mean, everybody shits their pants over, like, every progression update of all time. People will get over it, but the meta is going to be really bad when heroes drop. Like, really bad. I would say if you really want to get into Clash right now, wait, like, a solid month until all of the progression shit blows over and until they inevitably rebalance all of the heroes after taking everybody's money. Then get into the game. Still kind of going to suck for you if you're a noob, but we'll see. My friends have decided that I will be getting better than my friend who's stuck at like 9k trophies. Yeah, what a nerd. I would never be stuck at 9k trophies ever. To be fair, I don't play Trophy Road like at all. A solid 80% of my playtime is spent just playing goof shit in casual 1v1s. If I actually grinded Trophy Road, I'd probably be at ranked already. I just don't like Trophy Road. It's annoying. I like to not just sweat the same deck. Can't play Clash tied down to a different mobile game already. That's fair. Remember when highest trophy was like 4K? Dude. I remember the good old days. The good old days. I think I started playing in 2016. I was hanging around 3.2K in those days. Dude, that's still pretty high, though. For back then, that's still pretty high. I ain't gonna lie. I think he just spams Evo Mega Knight or something. What a nerd. Dare I say Evo Mega Knight is more skillful than regular Mega Knight? I think people would not like hearing that take, but I think it is. I mean, it's a Mega Knight, so at the end of the day, it's not like super inherently skillful, but I guess there's more skill expression for Evo Mega Knight is what I'm saying. But maybe it's not more inherently skillful. Anyway, let's do the Scrandle, shall we? There we go. Where have I been putting the camera? Bottom left, right? Let's see. Gonna hide jaw below deck for a second. Hope everybody's chill with that. Just so we can see all of the Scrandle options in all of their glory. For sure. How do I play the game and not ruin my progression, by the way? Like, what cards should I be getting and leveling, etc.? As I would like to level a deck and have it not nerfed in the next update. Just, I mean, like, the best advice that I could give you, pretty much everything, unless there's, like, you know, a brand new meta deck, gets balanced here and there. So just look up some gameplay, and if there's a deck that somebody's using that like looks fun, just level those decks. I would say for free to play though, focus on like one deck. Focus on a deck that's been around in the meta for forever, because that, not for forever, but for a long time, because that means it's pretty resistant to nerfs, and just level that one deck. You can play other decks in like casual 1v1 and stuff like that, because casual 1v1s like levels your cards and stuff, but for like grinding ladder, just focus on one deck. Logbait is pretty resistant to nerfs. Logbait gets nerfed like constantly, and it's still pretty meta. I played Expo I leveled an alt account from like 2k trophies to like 8.5k trophies within like a month or two just playing Expo. I would say Expo is probably not good for noobs, because there's some interactions that you need to know. But if you can get good at Expo, like if you want a deck that's gonna be resilient to nerfs and stuff like that, if you just want to try and learn Expo's pretty good. Expo's usually like always top at the meta, and it's like, you know, once you've learned it, it's pretty easy to pilot, I would say. But yeah, Logbait's also good. Hog is good. Expo also does look interesting to me. I feel like along the same lines, because it's probably not that good of a noob deck, I feel like Mortarbait has been like top of the meta for a long time. I enjoy Hog XE NATO. It's a cheap deck. Dude, I haven't seen Hog XE NATO, but that sounds fun. I love the Evo Executioner. I think the Evo Executioner might be the most slept on Evo in the entire game. Evo XE is so fun to use. And it's not like a super gimmicky Evo. Like, that's what I like about Evos. Like Evo XE just capitalizes on XE's exact mechanics. It's just a much better XE. I love using Evo XE. I got to like, I want to say 12 or 13 wins using Barb Hut Recruits Evo XE. That was so fun. I was so sad that I didn't get 20 wins, but like it's a 20 win challenge, so I didn't think I was going to. But I was very happy that I got that far playing Barb Hut Recruits. It was so funny. But yeah, Hog's been in the meta. Hog is like, I would say, especially for somebody just getting into the game, Hog, you need to know a lot of interactions in order to pilot it properly. So Hog might not be the best deck, but like, you know, if you can learn it, you'll be chilling. Miner Control. Miner is like another pretty difficult deck to pilot, but Miner has been in the meta for forever and ever and ever. So if you want to play like a Miner Control or like Miner Loon, those two would be pretty good. Worrying about Evos right now, however, probably not my business right now, day one. Evos are just kind of going to be, probably as a new player, I don't know like the event calendar for right now, but probably for Evos, you're kind of going to be fucked if you're not spending money on the game, because they're like pretty, unless you're like grinding every single day, getting to like your max crowns and opening all of your boxes and stuff. Evos are like pretty difficult to come by for like free to players. Like absolute, disregarding events and stuff, absolute baseline, you are gonna be waiting 3 months for one Evo. Because of like how the battle pass works. So I would just not worry about Evos. I would just worry. That's also something that you can consider when you're making a deck. Make a deck that's good without Evos. Because there are a lot of decks, particularly with like gimmicky Evos, that need the Evos to work. Like Golem Baby Dragon is going to be, you're still going to be able to use it, and you're still going to be able to use it well. But Golem Baby Dragon or like E-Giant Baby Dragon are going to be significantly worse, and the interactions are going to be significantly different without the Evo Baby Drag. As opposed to like something that I've been talking about this whole time. Like Minor Poison plays the same with or without Evos. Expo plays the same with or without Evos. They just kind of like buff the deck, right? As opposed to like gimmicky Evos can like change the shape of the deck, so to speak. So look for decks that like, you know, look for decks where Evos strengthen the deck, but they don't like make or break the deck, right? So stay away from like Evo Baby Drag and stuff like that. I think I want my first Evo to be like Val because she looks pretty universal and is good. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good starting point. Evo Valk's really good. What are some other generically good Evos that fit into like every deck? Low key, only if you're a beatdown player. I'll say that right away. Only if you're a beatdown player. If you're a cycle player, not the case. Evo Lumberjack goes in like any beatdown deck and it fits pretty damn well. Evo Lumberjack is like really nice for beatdown. Yeah, Knight and Ice Spirit as well. Definitely some good picks. Zafe with the Hydrate, I got you. Also welcome in Mitch. And Pink. Hey Shock, a new release from Regal's mod is out. I made some balance changes and added new content, including a new deck that's pretty challenging. Huge. Perhaps we could take a look at it. I'll see if I want to play Beatdown first, though, obviously. Yeah. I would say Beatdown is easier as a noob, but Cycle, there's like immensely more skill expression. But Beatdown's probably better for just like grinding trophies, especially in Trophy Road, because Beatdown uses like heavy units. And just with the way that card levels in Clash Royale work, heavy units get benefited a lot more by being over-leveled than Cycle troops. Like an over-leveled Mega Knight is going to be a lot better than a level. Okay, if you're in an arena where like the average level is 10, a level 12 Mega Knight is going to be a lot scarier and is going to require a lot more nuance to punish than like level 10 Skellies, right? Or like level 10 E-Spirit. So there's maybe some benefit to that. Even after all my tests are done, finished all end-of-year tests today. Woo, hell yeah. My most lacking thing is time. That's so fair, honestly. How's it going? Clash Royale. So true. Yeah, we're yapping about Clash Royale. Beatdown requires some weird nuances to win certain games. Yeah, that's very fair. That's very fair. There's also just, like, the thing that can be most, I guess, jarring to new players is there's some matchups in Beatdown where you're going to have to, like, eat a tower in order to just 3-crown. And I feel like a lot of noobs are just going to, like, cripple their own pushes because they're not going to want to lose a tower. Not realizing that if they just build a big golem push on the left, who cares if their tower on the right gets knocked out because then they just 3-crown. But newer players might try to defend the right, and then their golem push on the left is, like, the easiest thing to defend ever, and then they just get fucked. But it is what it is. Anyway, hello, Unknown. It's going good, man. No modded Monday? Nah, not today. I don't think there's any mods in the queue, and I was too lazy to check, in all honesty, so we're just kind of chilling. I have zero interest in Clash Royale, so, like, I don't understand anything. Yeah. Yeah. Each level makes too much of a difference since it's like a 10% change in every stat, which if you take into account health and damage, that's actually a 21% increase in power. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, Beatdown is kind of annoying in ladder, and it's why mid-ladder as a thing is like a meme that exists, right? All right, anyway, let's get into the Scrandle, shall we? It seems like he's going to spend 5 hours on this subject, even though I understand. Bro, yapping about Clash Royale is fun, man. Come on. Give me the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Perfect Scrandle. We got a perfect one last time I streamed. Let's see if we can keep the streak alive. Oh. Oh. Can I pick neither? Can I pick neither? Is that an option? Sausages, chips, and curry sauce. What is this photo, bro? I mean, I gotta go with the right. I don't like the consistency of the sauce. I'm assuming it's mayo, and I hate mayo. But even outside of that, I mean, we all know what this looks like, and I don't like it. But I think I have to go with this just because, like, this could literally be an alien carcass, and I wouldn't know it because this picture is so god-awful. This could be an unidentified species on the left, and they could just be, like, passing it off as food, and I would be none the wiser, because, like, what is this? It's got to be the right. Okay. Excuse me? Excuse me. The right wasn't bad until I read the wrapper. A cheeseburger flavor pie? Hello. Hello? I'm taking the sharer box, bro. It's not even close. It's not even close. What are we doing today? Oh, man. Okay, so this is just the day of the blurry pictures. Cheeseburger and fries, 15 pounds in France. I've never seen anywhere in the world on Scrandle, or just in general, that will upcharge the United States for stadium food. Yo, W France for that, for real. I'm never going to France to watch a football game ever. Because every French scran that we've had has been some combination of overpriced, appalling to the eyeballs, or both. But, I mean, like, hey, they get it done. But it's the hot honey chicken and chips, no question. Because, like, this is out of focus, it's overpriced, and it's probably terrible. What am I supposed to do here? I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I can't do anything here. I can't do anything here. They have the stadium dog on the left. They didn't even cook this, John. This does not even look like a hot dog. This looks like bubblegum that somebody just shaped as a hot dog for a prank with some ketchup on it. And then a live bird on the right. We have the worst sausage I've ever seen in my entire 19 years and change, or a live bird. Free from the air. Somebody just grabbed him. Somebody just grabbed him. Put him back. I'm taking the bird. No, because I want to pick the bird for the meme, but people are going to be like, oh, no, I don't want to pick the bird. I don't want to eat him, so it's got to be the stadium dog here. No. It's got to be the stadium dog. Bro, I honestly don't know. I don't know if the Scrandle participants are memers. Because I want to pick this just for the meme, but every time that I've picked something for the meme previously, I've gotten scammed. It's got to be the stadium dog. Nope. It was a meme gambit this time. It was a meme gambit this time. Okay, to be fair, the sausage did look deplorable. Oh. The Boro burger looks pretty bad. This looks like a gas station burger that somebody just decided to sell at their local football game. It's got to be the left. It's gotta be the left. Yo, the left actually looks appetizing as hell. I'm not gonna lie. This literally, bro, I could go to my local Quick Trip gas station right now, buy a bacon cheeseburger, take it out of the wrapper, and it would literally look exactly like this. I'm not exaggerating whatsoever. It would look exactly like this. It's the left. What? Are we dead? Oh, they're with marshmallows. I thought those were hot dog pieces. I was very confused. I was very confused. We got turbo scammed that last round. We got absolutely turbo scammed last round. What did the thing that we got get put against initially to lose to a gas station cheeseburger? That's crazy. Chili cheese chips or a mini gluten-free chocolate brownie with marshmallows? I low-key think the brownie wins because I think more people are sweets people. But give me the chili cheese chips. Never mind. That was actually... All right, that was pretty good. Big bag of salted nuts. Or chicken tikka and chips. I mean, this don't look too bad. A big bag of salted nuts is crazy. It's just got to be the chicken tikka. No. No. That's all I'm saying. No. No, it's not. No, it's not. If somebody sells this to you and advertises it as a hot dog, get your money back. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. No, it's not. No. Not a hot dog. No. This pizza has clinical depression. Oh my goodness. Set this guy up with a therapist. There's so many things wrong with this. First off, it's like, this pizza is literally like 38% crust. This pizza is 38% crust. That is absolutely deplorable. Herring and onion fish brötchen. I can't speak German. I used to be able to. My German accent is horrible because I haven't used it in forever. Fischbrötchen. I can't do it. Fish bread sandwich. I don't know. The Europeans have an affinity for pickled fish. We got to move past that, dude. It's the big 25. Preservation of the fish is not that big of a deal anymore. Smoke your fish, dude. Smoke your fish. I get it. The pickled shit lasts longer. Smoke your fish, bro. What are we doing? In the big 25, smoke it. It's so much better. If this was smoked fish, this would be... It would not even be on par with the pizza. Like, they shouldn't even be in the same conversation. It would be that good. But this being pickled fish with just raw onion, too, I know this is, like, deplorable. I know this is just terrible. Not terrible, but it could be much better. Dude, the pizza is just so sad. I know this pizza's entire life story just by looking at it, and man, was the writer of that shit just, like, not nice whatsoever. Oh, my goodness. I mean, it's got to be the pizza, because nobody's picking the... I actually didn't think that that was going to be the case. I think that's literally the first time that that a fish dish has ever won on Scrandle. At least in the time that we've been playing. I think that is literally the first time ever. We have doner or better doner. Doner pie or doner kebab? Daniel? Cooler Daniel. It's the right. That's not even a fair comparison. 7 out of 10? Dare I say we should have gotten 8. I'll let the pizza thing slide because the pizza did look super depressing. That one where the gas station cheeseburger one was bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. We should have gotten an 8 out of 10. It's okay. I'll let it slide. Congrats on Raw Fish for actually winning. Yeah, W Raw Fish, true. Taking home the first seafood W for the boys. Huge day for the Raw Fish fanatics. Huge day for the fish. I can't do like the German R. I think it's also partially because I'm stuffed up, but it is, I would say mostly because I'm stupid. I don't know why a bird is in here. The bird won too, which is also ass, but it's okay. Not gonna lie, we kind of got robbed. We kind of did get robbed, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. That's okay. Life isn't always gonna make sense, you know? Bro said, don't hug me, I'm scared, pizza. That's awesome. I hate the fact that the onions are just raw, but it has to be better. Dude, raw onions is just so bad. Raw onions on anything. Like, I don't know why raw onions on anything is even, like, is even considerable in the Big 25, dude. In the Big 25... Raw onion? Is there a single dish ever where sauteed onion does not diff raw onion? Maybe in a salad, and I think even then it's questionable. I'll say it. A salad is, I think, the only place where a raw onion would not just, like, immediately get diffed by a sauteed onion, and I think even in a salad, I would let sauteed onions slide. I'm not even gonna lie. Even if it's not, like, a chicken salad or, like, something hot, like, bro... I would let it slide. Raw onion is just deplorable. I'm sorry. It's not good. Mike, is gooning to femboys gay? What is your take? I think that's ultimately up to you, no? Salsa? Hot take. Feel free to disagree. Dare I say it's also better in salsa? Dare I say it's also better than salsa? That's the only thing I can think of where you don't want to cook the onion. I don't know. I would have to experiment with it. I would actually have to taste and not speculate on. because I feel like that would go either way. But I could honestly see it. Dare I say. Also, at this point, apart from just playing the game more after, like, C++ and the like, how do I improve at Balatro? Like, compare my play to top players is the only strat I've got. I mean, honestly, that's kind of the only strat there is, man. It's like, very much a stupid answer, but the answer really is just play more Balatro. Like, once you're at the point that you have C++, 99% of people will already be good enough where they won't notice any improvement, because, like, from the time that you first play the game until you get C++, you're, like, not bad at the game, obviously, but you're, like, bad enough to where you can notice yourself improving, because, like, there's more and more that you discover about the game. Once you have, like, 300 or 400 hours in the game and or C++, it's literally just, like, it's just micro, right? It's just, like, improving on the small things. It's just improving on the small things, and improving on the small things is literally only going to come through, like you said, comparing yourself to people like Doc, who are the GOATs, and seeing what they do, but also just, like, experiencing the small things, right? So, like, it's a dumb answer, but it is the definitive answer. Just play the game more, and you'll get better. I'm also now realizing I did not check to see if my girlfriend got home safely. That is quite rude of me. I'm going to check my phone. The answer to getting better at any roguelike is just get good, and it's not even a joke. It's the only reasonable answer. True. Bad boyfriend alert. Take his balls, chat. Brother. Brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Shock, did you beat Risk of Rain 2 when you played it? The video's up on YouTube. We played one full run, and I died to the Portal event. Wonder at what point at the game I can actually consider myself to be a great / top player. I mean, I don't know. I'm almost 900 out. I'm almost at quad digits of playtime, and I'm still figuring that out, you know? Give me a second, chat. Sorry. Okay. Washed? What do you mean? I have in fact played more Balatro than you then? That wouldn't surprise me. Actually, that would surprise me considering I play daily. But also, I was a late adopter in the grand scheme of Balatro, so, like, I guess it makes sense if you've been on the Balatro bandwagon for forever. Is this motherfucker sipping on OJ midstream? Yeah, dude. What, you don't like the juice? You don't like the juice? I'm trying to get a Jinxie thing going where every time you see me sipping on something, it's something different. That motherfucker, I swear, every time I watch one of his videos, I don't know how many of y'all watch Jinxie, but next time you watch a Jinxie video, make a note of every time he takes a sip of something. Every time he takes a drink of something on camera, it's a different bottle. I'm like, bro, hello? What are you doing, brother? Every time he takes a sip of something on screen, different drink. In like a 10-minute segment, it'll be like sip of water, sip of like, I don't know what he drinks, but I'm just like tossing out random shit. It'll be like water, I don't know, sparkling ice, White Monster, like Starbucks coffee, and then like back to water. And then like something completely different from those four. It's like, dude, what? What? Feels like diminishing returns from now on, if that makes sense. It definitely is. It definitely is. After you get C++, it's absolutely diminishing returns. And if that's not something that you're into, that's not really something that's that, you know, that's not really something that's going to change. So if you're not into diminishing returns, probably just like, you know, don't try and go full Balatro mode. Shows up to stream. Did I miss X? You missed X. Damn it. Leaves. I can't believe you. Sorry, 3. You got to pull up right on time, dude. Mike has 3 gallons of various juices behind the cam. Dude, I wish. That would be such a funny bit. That would be an even funnier bit. It's the same glass every time, but every time I take a sip, it's a different juice. Dare I say funnier bit? I might have to do that. I was watching the new Defunctland video. Okay, fair. Do you actually read the stream suggestions, or is it just a chat meme that you don't even read anymore? Both. I read them, but they're called suggestions for a reason. And the majority of suggestions are just, like, meme shit anyway. For every, like, 10 things that get submitted, probably there's, like, 2 genuine ideas, and then the other ones are just, can you wear cat ears on stream? Start changing the plushies in the back and do not comment on it. Yo, that'd actually be fire. I'm also a late adopter, like late adopter, July 19th this year, I believe. Okay, so I'm maybe not that late. In comparison. I think I started playing it when the Game Awards hype around it started. I was not somebody who was on the Balatro bus, so to speak, like when it launched on Steam. But I think I started playing either beginning of November or beginning of December last year. Something like that. Can you carry my cousin Tony to his first Warzone win? I was there when this motherfucker bought it. We made him. That's true. My chat did make me buy it because I didn't know what I wanted to do on stream that day. And we were just like, yo, we should like look at some of the game of the year shit. And I was like, oh, Balatro. That seems funny. And it's like only $15. We should just like queue up Balatro. Yeah. Bro, imagine I like bought one of the other game of the year things. Great example of the butterfly effect. I would know 0 people in the Balatro community. Probably I would know none of you guys either if I would have just decided like, hey, we should run up the Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC. Blade with the follow. Welcome in. Could have had an Elden Ring streamer. Damn. Hey, Balatro streamer's cooler. Elden Ring streamers are a dime a dozen. Okay, I hate to say it. Souls-like streamers. Not specifically Elden Ring, I guess. C++ in this time feels decent. I'm not into diminishing returns. However, I also want to be like the very best. I also want to be the very best like no one ever was. However, why do it when Doc is right there? Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I'm in the same boat because, like, you know, I want to at some point be better than Doc. That would be very funny. But I think probably by the time that I would, like, be that good at Balatro, probably I'll have moved on to, like, a different game. Because that's like being, you know, that's like wanting to be a basketball pro and being like, I want to be better than Kobe and Michael Jordan combined. Like, bro, that shit just doesn't happen. I'm sorry. Ugh. Could you guys imagine if Raffle never played Balatro and he was still a Slay the Spire streamer? Raffle played Slay the Spire before Balatro? I thought he was exclusively Hearthstone before Balatro. I did not know that Raffle played Slay the Spire. Doc is falling off, not gonna lie, made 2 huge mistakes last video. That is the craziest take I think I've ever seen. Bro, Doc's falling off. This guy who has gotten C++ with no losses. Bro, he missed like Wii value in 1 blind. What is this guy doing? Imagine Raffle and Raren still playing Hearthstone right now. I mean, Raren still plays Hearthstone. I low-key wish he would have pivoted into Magic, but with the way that Magic is going, you know, I can't blame a brother for sticking around. Actually, I can blame a brother for sticking around in Hearthstone because, like, what is Hearthstone? But, you know, Magic's not much better, I guess. So, I can't really talk. Magic packs are $7. What the fuck? Yeah, look up collector boosters and get back to me, buddy. That's also probably for, is that for Avatar or is that for other stuff? I went to Walmart today and I died inside? Yeah. Yeah. So that was for Avatar then, huh? It was a whole faceless Joker trigger and also we in gold seal value. It's significant enough. Like, dude. This is the best player of all time, by the way. Sticking with tabletop sim, I guess. Dude, like, genuinely, unless you're playing comp Magic, tabletop sim's the way to go. Unless you're playing competitive Magic, tabletop sim or print that shit out. Tabletop sim or print that shit out. Either or. Proxy or play online. Buying physical cards is just not worth it in this economy at all. And even if you're playing comp, it's not worth it from, like, a financial standpoint. It's just worth it in, like, you know, you're playing comp. Paper is expensive and Arena sucks. I recently got into it. You guys play Magic? Yes. Magic's fun if you don't buy anything. If you play with a play group that you enjoy, and if you don't buy anything, Magic is fun. If you're playing with randos, I would say playing with randos is like a 50-50. More so if you invest any money into Magic, you're just immediately not having as much fun. I hate to say it, but that's just the way it goes. How do you play Magic without buying anything, without Tabletop Simulator? Cockatrice or untap.in. Or print, yeah. Like Harry said. Untap.in is probably the best. I don't know if that's a deep cut, but untap.in is fire. TTS is great. TTS is more intuitive, but it's essentially just like, you know, the same thing. If you want to enjoy the paper cards proxy shit, yeah, exactly. Ugh. WotC should get me to be the CEO. I would do so much good stuff for this game. Yeah, the problem is if you do good stuff for the game, you don't make as much money, unfortunately. The problem is if you encourage people to proxy every single card and not buy any of your product, then you lose your ass, and also Hasbro is, like, on life support. Like, if Magic doesn't exist, Hasbro goes under, essentially. So you kind of have to engage in bad business practices, or otherwise Magic is just kind of cooked. Hasbro has Magic and Monopoly. I mean, bro, how much is Monopoly raking in? I don't think Monopoly is, like, a thing. Doesn't Hasbro own Barbie? I thought that was, there's another big, like, toy company, and I thought that was Barbie. I forget, though. Mattel. Yeah, I thought Barbie was Mattel. Is that not Mattel? It is. Got it. Yeah, it's Mattel. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, let's, like, actually play the fucking video game, shall we? Okay, we left off on Zodiac, which would normally mean that our next deck is painted, but somebody in chat redeemed green deck. First off, I hate you. But second off, thank you for watching the stream so much that you have that many points to redeem. Let's get a jamble started for green deck gold stake. Monopoly makes a lot through collabs, I think. Didn't they also release, like, a... Well, okay, I could see that, I guess. How much do they make from, like, that mobile game? Because I saw... There was, like, an ad that I saw, I think, on my TV. When my mom was, like, streaming a show or something, and there was an ad for some, like, Monopoly mobile game. in the summertime, and they had some like prominent celebrity. I don't remember who it is now because I don't care about Monopoly mobile games, but they had some kind of like prominent celebrity advertising. I was like, bro, what? There's no shot. Monopoly Go. Yeah. Thanks for spending 1/10 of the points you spent on VIP on doing a deck redeem. You're welcome, Shot. I got you. Kids with parents' credit card. I mean, I guess, dude. That's just like, bro, I don't know why all of these like crypto rug pullers don't just be making shitty mobile games, man. What do you guys think makes more? Crypto rug pulls or shitty mobile games? I would say it's shitty mobile games, dude. Because they cater towards kids, and kids are a lot more stupid than adults. I guess stupid adults have more money than stupid kids, so maybe that's where the crypto rug pulling gets the edge. But, like, there are a lot more stupid kids that play shitty mobile games, right? I've fallen into gacha mobile games, but that does not cater towards kids. Yeah, that's true. Ikayori with the hydrate. And Nevada Heat with the follow. Huge username. Crypto by far? Do you really think so? I don't know. Not even close. I mean, I guess it depends on if we're taking, like, on, like, what point, so to speak, we're talking about for the both. Because I would assume probably the biggest crypto rug pulls make more than the biggest mobile games. But I think on average, probably shitty mobile games make more, no? Dude, you just, like, invest a little bit into advertising with shitty mobile games and you're chilling. Planning on getting, like, 9.5-ish EDH decks proxied soon. I got it from people who do actual cardstock printing, so to be fair, still not cheap, but it's not, like, the actual literal 100K price it would have been. Bro's printing CEDH decks. Get this guy. Get this man. Billions were wiped out in an afternoon. I don't know what we're talking about. Are we talking about the CS2 crash? Because that's the last thing in my brain where billions were wiped out in an afternoon. And that's like, yeah, it's a crypto thing, but like, that's not, I feel like that's not comparable if we're talking about the CS2 crash. Like, yes, technically, I guess, but I don't think that counts for, like, the point that we're making here. I guess it is technically crypto. That's not like a rug pull, though, right? That's just Valve being like, no. And then the market collapsing on itself. I was gonna say also the market is a lot more speculative because it's video game skins, but, like, it's fucking crypto, so that would have been a dumbass take. What size of game / crypto influencer? I guess that's like the question, right? I think on average, probably mobile games are more profitable than crypto rug pulls. But the biggest crypto rug pulls are probably more profitable than the biggest, like, shite mobile games. All right, let's lock in. It's like 8 bracket 4, a bracket 3, and a bracket 6. No typo, it's a no ban list deck I made at midnight for fun. That's hilarious. I literally picked the deck surrounding CEDH's power level. All right, bracket 6 kind of based. I think bracket 2 is my favorite, despite the fact that it's like very low power. I don't know. I like maxing out low budget decks. I like building the highest power bracket 2 decks that I can for like 50-60 bucks. That's the thing that I get a kick out of the most. Just go on EDH rec, hit like random commander until you get a commander that's like 50 cents. Build a deck with that, John, for like 50-60 bucks. Bracket 2. Doesn't even have to be bracket 2, but it works the best for bracket 2, because obviously if you build like a $50-$60 bracket 4 deck, you're just going to get rolled by people running like fucking Smothering Tithe Ristic Study type shit. But it's very fun. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, let's go green deck gold, shall we? I'm pretty sure my rat deck is 50 bucks or something. I gotta remember. Do we have another Maronar? Do we have another Maronar player in chat? Get him. get him. We'll go for the clurbs. Good luck, have fun. Appreciate you, Tuna. Many thanks. I think this wins perfectly, right? Yeah. $6, above average cash out. We have a temperance card. We have a clearance sale. I mean, on green deck especially, I kind of want the clearance sale, man. Maybe I just take the walkie and then we have money for the clearance sale in theory. I think that's kind of a solid play. I would like something better out of this buffoon pack, but like clearance sale kind of fucks an anti one. It's 50 swamps and 50 relentless rats. Wait, that's huge. That's so huge. I don't know if I want this buffoon pack or this walkie-talkie. The walkie-talkie is more consistent clearance sale, but it's less consistent not dying. I think I just take the walkie. Shock. What's up, Ikayori? Okay, we go for the spades here. Now we go for the full house. Are you throwing today? I guess we'll see. I have one, like, if we're including only runs on camera, I have one gold stake already. Double temperance first 2 shops is crazy. If we're including recorded runs, I've won a run already, and if we're including runs throughout the whole day, I think I'm like 4-1 or maybe 4-2. No, I think I'm 4-1 for the day. So hopefully I'm chilling. I just really want this clearance sale, man. Do I even take the temperance at that point? Probably. And then I want the spectral pack, because this could be like blue seal, red seal. Am I really playing into talkie? No. But like, we can strength that into a face card. We can give it gold. There's so much we can do with that, right? I don't think it's that big of a deal to play into it for right meow. This doesn't get me out, but it gets me close enough. What's up, King? What's up, the Unseen Explosion? Classic Balatro streamer. How we doing, dude? Okay. Devious Jimbo. Not my favorite, especially into Zavasa.
Wow. E.
Why did TTS put some slay energy on that? Wow. Hello? Wow. What was that? Unseen with the 7 months. Appreciate that, man. Many thanks. that was something. All right. Anyway, I don't want the Devious Jimbo. I think it adds like no stability. Maybe a little bit. It adds stability to these 2 blinds, but probably I don't need that much stability for those 2 blinds. And then it adds pretty much no stability to the water, I would say. So probably it's just not worth. I think Uranus is maybe something that we could be interested in. I think if I was going to take anything here, it would be an Arcana pack. Excuse me. Holy hell. Whew. I kind of just want to save money, man. All right, immediately rewarded because this flush is a decent couple of points. And then I can get out with this. All right, not bad. Not bad. Chat, are we more orange juice or apple juice people here? What's the consensus? Holy money, Batman. Orange, not even close. Yo, I'm an orange juice guy, but that's a hot take. I'm not gonna lie. Apple juice for sure. They both have their place. See, Jeff's locked in. Apple juice that allows me to pregame my whiskey addiction. Didn't know Arthur Morgan was in chat. Welcome in. Majority saying apple juice. I'm low-key more of an orange juice guy, but to say it's not even close is kind of wild. Apple juice is for children at my wife. Based. Don't worry, I won't tell. I mean, I think I'm just taking both of these, right? Can pop the temperance here as well, and then we get one of those for free. Let's do it. So this is a really bad opener. World's latest hype train ever. Pog. We can ship like one bum-ass hand, and then after that we gotta lock in and like actually play some scoring shit. Let's keep the diamonds because we have a decent few of them in the deck, and then we have the diamonds 4 that we can rip for walkie-talkie. This might still get me punished, but hopefully we're chilling. Ship the pair here because it's better than just like shipping a random high card, even if marginally. That's really bad. Okay, we get the diamonds. Clubs on the backswing would be fire. We also have 2 walkie-talkie hits in this hand. If I could draw the red seal 10, that would be huge. And now we're at interest cap, if that actually mattered, because we're on green deck. But, you know. Having money is still pretty cool. Card sharp? I mean, like, if we get a Molt Joker, this is just free now, right? Because we have clearance sale. Your savior has arrived. Welcome in, Schmeck. If apple juice is for kids, then goo goo gaga, bitch. Orange juice because orange mango and orange pineapple. Yo, okay, that's a solid take. That is an extraordinarily solid take. Also, Ekayori for the 10 biddies. Appreciate you. Many thanks. Excuse me. Don't mind both for general. For general, probably apples. It's more smooth, tamer flavor, but sometimes I want to wake up and feel energized, so orange in that case. That's a solid take. Card sharp's kind of disgusting. Such a good and easy joker to use. Yeah, we're picking it up here no matter what. Tropical juice is fire. Yeah, orange pineapple is like such a good call out. Unless the eye, but yeah, sharp feels good. Well, I mean, if it's the eye, we're sad about that anyway, I feel like. I think that's not a reason to neglect a ×4, right? We'll take the sharp. We need something else for this to feel good. I wouldn't mind either of these, so I'm going to put a pin in those. We'll go here. I did lose a sharp run due to eye today at ante 6. That's tragic, bro. That's tragic. F in chat. Temperance for $5. Let's go. Or I could get more planets. Honestly, dare I say I want more planets here. W audio glitch. That's huge. I mean, I feel like if we just play 2 flushes with the sharp, we're fine, right? I guess as long as they both have talkie hits, which is maybe a little bit of a concern. We'll see. I'm going to take 1 roll here. I'll take one of those. If we streaking, streamer always forgets stats. Wait, true. Wait, true. My bad. Yo, good call. Yo, good call. Appreciate you. Okay, back to the game. The Eye is the evilest boss I can think of. Bro's never heard of ante 7 wall or like ante 4 through 7 flint. Or like ante 5 ox. The rocket's cool because it's immediately money neutral after this boss, but like we have a faceless joker that doesn't die and we have a rebate, so I think we probably don't need that, especially if it's a rental. Rebates on 7s. Could keep the queen here and ship a... we could discard here. Oh, wait, no, I don't have any discards. Yo, I'm a fuckwit. Okay, so we're just going for the W. So we'll ship the pair. I'm going to pop the pair level because probably with sharp, that's what we're doing anyway, but also it just feels nicer into this boss to have a bit more score. Can ship this high card. Probably I'm shipping the flush level here as well. Okay, so I can do flush level. That's more points. We have flush with Clurbs and a walkie-talkie hit. And then ideally I get like a pair of 10s with the red seal 10 or diamonds flush on the backswing. We get neither, so I think we're dead. Actually no, with red seal 10 we're out, right? Because red seal 10 is +8 molts, +20 chips, and then we have the sharp. Pair for sharp? No, I think it's always just high card there, right? Yeah, pair doesn't win because we have no base molt. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch Defunctland. Bye, chat. Hey, sounds good. Have a good one. 3, thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. All right, $5. Boss is... Yep, there we go. Flint. Very cool. Very nice. Pareidolia is huge here. That just converts every single discard to free money. That's huge. That Defunctland episode was fire. I gotta watch it, Loki. I didn't even know they posted. Defunctland is one of those YouTubers that I love, but I always forget exists until somebody, like, mentions them. And then I'm like, oh my god, Defunctland. Yeah! Alright, what are we doing here? Probably gold card. Gold card, I think, always feels good. Especially if we have a sharp, we're probably playing, like, pairs and stuff. So probably just always gold card. Let's take standard pack. Standard pack gives rock. That's kind of bad. I think I'm going to roll here just because I'm getting a lot of money and I need, like, some kind of scoring, ideally. That's not great. I don't feel good into this blind. I've nuked all my money, but rebate can save that, so that's, like, not a huge issue. My issue here is dying, because I do not feel very safe. Bang. I can go like this, and this gets Pareidolia rebate value. And then hopefully we can just play 2 flushes. No walkie-talkie action here. So probably I need 3 flushes. This has walkie-talkie. This has 2 walkie-talkie hits. Also on green decks, so spending down isn't even the worst, even if Hermit feels bad. Well, I mean, like, we're already back at 19 bucks, right? So I'm not super concerned about spending down. Anyway, because we have our 2 econ pieces, but, like, I need some kind of scoring joker. Burger's cool, but it cuts into our econ engine, so probably it's either the raised fist or the abstract joker here. If it's the raised fist, probably we just go down the line of playing high cards, which I think is fine. I think it's just always... Like, abstract feels nicer for pairs, I would argue, but with rental abstract, I think it's just always raised fist and then pivot high card, no? I guess we've leveled pair. I mean, we can do pairs with raised fist. It's just maybe going to be a little awkward holding value. Like, if we get a 2... If we get a blue seal 2, then it kind of blows. I guess it kind of blows anyway. Never mind. Maybe we just keep the abstract. It's more consistent. No Fibonacci consideration. I mean, like, you could consider it here, but I just personally don't like Fibonacci. It's not bad by any means. It's very doable. I'm just not a big fan of him. And especially because, like, Fibonacci usually wants you to play big hands, and we have the sharp, so I feel like those two kind of conflict. I think I sell the talkie and just get into abstract here. And then I can roll for maybe some chips, maybe some planet levels. I'll go for the flush here, I guess. Could be you. I think you're pretty good because you're holographic, right? This is literally just an abstract joker that doesn't charge me right now. I think purely because this guy is holographic, probably the abstract gets murdered. And we go fortune teller. So let's just play pairs, I guess. I don't need to keep faces in hand because we have the Pareidolia. So we'll just play pairs. And then when our kings show up, we'll sack some discards into the faceless. Okay. We can do... I want to keep a pair in hand, and then the red seal is also kind of cool. So we'll do one of these for rebate and faceless. Next pair wins. So if I want extra rebate value here, I got to ship a high card. We can keep a pair in hand and do that, so that's fine. Okay. Sick. Got 10 bucks off of that. We have the gold in hand, and now I'm getting a $40 hit on the Hermit, and that also increases my Fortune Teller's molt. Pretty sweet, not gonna lie. Pretty good econ going on. Drunkard would be kind of sick if the Pareidolia and or the rebate weren't both perishable, but I think Drunkard being rental with the faceless Joker is probably kind of a moot point. I think I don't really want him. Hologlum. Yeah, I could take a Hologlum, probably. I think I ditched the rebate. Let's go one more. We have an Eternal Raised Fist, and we have Superposition. I don't want either of those. Let's go Arcana Pack. Don't worry, an Ox is going to arrive in 2 Anti's time, streamer. Yeah, probably, especially since I talked about him earlier. I probably just willed him into existence. All right, another Mercury level is fire. Let's take one more reroll. Rewarded immediately. I'll take you because we have the Fortune Teller. I don't want either of you. We'll take one more reroll. I'll take you because we have the Fortune Teller. Flint is going to allow me to get, like, no extra money, but because we ditched the mail-in and we just have Pareidolia faceless, I can just discard nonsense. So I think we're just chilling, right? Let's go... I don't really want to edit my suits just in case, like, potential suits bosses screw me over. I don't have any purple seals or anything, so I don't care about Hermit keeping or being kept in my Fool. So let's go for this. Let's go for all of these for the Fortune Teller. I can keep you in my slots because I'm not generating any like consumables in the blind, so I can keep these in my slots to block for more Mercury cards in the future. Let's ship pair of Jacks. First pair of Jacks is about 1,000 points, so with Card Sharp we definitely pull through. We got another pair here. No standard packs. Yeah, probably. That's okay. Bang. Does this win? No, that's okay. Go here. So we made 10 bucks off of Pareidolia Faceless, and then we made another 9 off of Jold cards. This is going pretty well. As soon as we get any standard packs, we kind of just win. Grabber is also, like, fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Streamer, my friend who plays Clash, who's at, like, 10K trophies, doesn't actually watch Clash content and needs YouTubers as recommendations on Clash content. Who do I recommend? Ken is my #1 Clash YouTuber. And I don't think it's even close. You tell him to just look up Ken. And, Ken Clash Royale will pull up. Ken's the GOAT, Loki. Scaling chips is not a horrible idea since our pair level is kind of low. If we can be cool with the rental fee, then this is kind of pog. Also kind of rewards our Fortune Teller because I want a suit fix with this. That guy from Barbie. Ken, B-Rad, and Alt. Okay, yeah, Alt is another good one. I don't love B-Rad, I'm not gonna lie. B-Rad's fine. B-Rad's kind of the Doc Spectred for Clash Royale, I feel. Okay, he's not that good, but he's like, you know, he does more explanations than entertainment. Ken and Alt are entertaining to watch. B-Rad you watch if you, like, you know, if you want to learn interactions and get better at the game. I just respect him, honestly. I mean, that's super fair. I'm not gonna lie. That's a valid take. That's a W take. But I just don't love him. Don't love his content. I shouldn't say I don't love him. I think I just sell this for the scaling chips. This seems fine. I've only ever watched Surtag. I don't think I've ever watched Surtag. Might have to give them a go. Hallucination, maybe over Faceless Joker. I think if it wasn't Eternal, I would consider it, but I think I'm just going to go with the Faceless Joker for right meow. I could go with a rock, and that kind of helps with Castle. What do I want Castle to land on, ideally? I guess Hearts, because I could maybe copy the Red Seal 10. Which, like, I don't want to throw those away, but if that's the most powerful card in my deck, then that's the thing that I want to be copying. And then that's probably what my suit is going to be swayed towards. So probably I just want to make everything into hearts. So I guess I could rock something that's not a heart and then make it bias slightly more towards hearts. Or I could just make bonus cards. Maybe bonus cards are more intuitive because I don't have any chips in the deck. Let's go for bonus cards. Or I don't have any, like, chip jokers, which hopefully will solve that, but y'all saw how Castle operated the last time we took him. I want Castle value, but I also want to ship, like, be able to ship pairs. And I also want Faceless Joker value, so let's dodge discarding that heart. Okay, this is a little awkward. Let's go for one of these, I guess. I can never trust Castle. Shocked that seed you posted the other day was just rude, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. I really want Doc to play it. The only people who I saw that got even close to beating it, were both with inoptimal lines. Jeezy beat the seed on a molt route. And that's like, he's literally the GOAT for doing that. So WGZ. But they open first Buffoon pack. I don't know how much that actually impacts, but I've always heard that opening the first Buffoon pack on Plasma is not an optimal line. And so for that reason specifically, I'm very curious to see what Doc would do. I got to anti-8 final boss with Stuntman Rare Skip, which is also like super not optimal and far less optimal than taking the Shop 1 Buffoon pack, right? But I want to see like what an optimal line on that seed would be. Jeezy's the GOAT for real. Jeezy should start streaming, bro. Jeezy's actually cracked. Does this win? I'm not paying attention. Ooh, no castle scaling. Okay, diamonds is better for us right meow, though, because we're not, like, tossing our red seal gold. Finally get a standard pack. This could literally give me unusable dog shit, and I will still take it because of the hologram. Biasing towards hearts, so we'll take the random 7. I was low-key balling with 8-ball and then got to like anti-6, and on the boss blind, I bottom decked every single one of my 8s. That's tragic. That's so sad. What was our boss? The plant. I think that matters like not at all, right? I think the most that ever matters is we get less gold value because one of our face cards is gold. Let's do... I want to keep my pairs because we're not scoring like insanely high. So let's do this. W voice crack. This is worth $3. The Faceless Joker's worth 5, so we'll discard these. Get some Faceless Joker value and some Catzel value. Now we'll just ship the pairs. To be honest, if I didn't watch videos way more than streams, I would be in the Twitch chat for a lot of other Balatro streamers. I mean, that's super fair. I'm kind of the same way. The only people's chats, aside from like Doc, aside from exclusively Doc and maybe Raffle every once in a while, the only people's chats who I like actually frequent are like people who I interact with on a regular basis. Okay, immediately punished for taking the castle. Castle's fire, so I'm not sad about taking him, but stickerless burnt Joker is, at least for right meow, definitely better than the Catzel. I kind of want to take this over the Faceless Joker, if I'm being honest. Like, the Faceless Joker's money, but we're kind of low on planet levels / just general chips. So I think I'm taking this over the Faceless Jonkler. Let's go Arcana pack. Just sell Sharp? Yeah, true. Could take a Jold card or take a Temperance. I'm honestly making the Jold card, bro. We'll put it on a Clubs 10 so that I don't have to discard it immediately. I'm making the Jold card, man. If I can stack money, then all this score maxing that we're doing is just free. Take you because you're the best thing in the pack, even though you're kind of unusable dog shit. Okay. Looking for spades to discard. Let's go like this. Level up my pair, get a little bit of Catzel scaling. I can ship the debuffed queens. for my first pair. That's 33 hundo. Let's go. These are kind of buns, chat. 2 2s, 2 5s, 3 6s, 2 7s, 3 jacks, 3 kings, 3 aces. So 2 of y'all and then the rest are 2 of y'all and then the rest are 3 ofs. I want to hit a better Catzel hand ideally, so I think I'm just going to ship a bummy high card. I think with card sharp procs, that's completely fine. With the bonus cards, I feel like this gets me out. So maybe I just do this. Maybe I even just do this. No, I think I always ship 2. If this gets me out, it gets me out. Blushes, thanks y'all. I don't always open the first pack 50-50, but delayed would be in the second shop. Less money, but busts let me never discard for like 4 antes. Curious how Doc would play it. Would delayed be in the second shop? I don't think that's how pack queue works. I think that's only a multiplayer thing. I could be completely mistaken though. If I'm mistaken about that, then it's a skill issue. Chat, it always happens. Chat, what am I referring to when I say it always happens? What am I referring to when I say it always happens? Because it does always happen. Purple Seal's really nice for Fortune Teller and for Catzel. I don't want any of those. Let's go next. Catzel's on hearts. Look, it's anti-5. I mentioned it. True. What did you mention? You mentioned Ox, right? Oh shit, Burnt Joker. I'm an idiot. All right, I gotta relock. I gotta relock. That was bad. That was bad. -1 planet level. L streamer. L streamer. -1 planet level. Hopefully we can get some Catzel scaling to forgive that. Jolt card? Okay. We only get 1, but 1's still fine. Focus Shock throwing. Knew it. Hey. And guess what? I'm still winning. Unless we come across I, then I'm shitting myself and crying. But, that, you know, we haven't gotten there yet, so pipe down. Okay, Blue Seal is incredible. Foil card kind of blows, but it's still hologram scaling, so I'm taking that bitch anyway. Same thing with the bonus 7. I give 0 fucks. Purple Seal value's huge. You're on diamonds, so I guess we'll do this. Level up the pair, get a bunch of value there. Bars. Bars, chat. All right, let's ship this. The only other discard value I'm getting is for Catzel, right? Yes. So let's do this. And then I can ship this guy. Beforehand, I said, anyways, chat, let's guess when the seed money shows up. Oh! Well, you're a winner. Photo? Nah. If I was richer, I would definitely buy the seed money just for the meme. But, excuse me, I'm not rich, so I'm not doing that shit. Ooh, stinker. Aren't we blocking every planet card except 2? Wasn't there one in the shop, or was I tripping? There was. We were literally blocking every planet card except for 2, and we got punished twice. Nice. Love to see it. That, my friends, is why I am always hesitant to skip Telescope. I don't want to do that. I want to do this so that I can get Catzel scaling and Burnt Joker value. Let's go like this. You're right, no delayed. Curious, good to know. That's yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like the delayed line makes a lot of sense, but like I've heard Doc say so many times that pack 1 is not optimal. So like I'm so wondering what he would do there, because your line obviously won, so it is like optimal. But like what would Doc do without the extra money? Because the delayed grat does matter quite a bit. Excuse me. Okay, what are we doing here? Catzel's on hearts, so I'm discarding these, and then we have a bunch of 4s, but I'm keeping those in hand anyway because of the Blue Seal. We have 3 5s, 3 9s, 3 kings, 2 aces, so discarding aces, and then I guess just what the fuck ever. Let's go like this. I need to sell you real quick so that I don't accidentally, like, win, and then I'm sad because I don't get blue seal value. See, that's why. That makes sense because it's so easy to clear without jokers on Plasma for a while. Just stock money. Right, and I didn't used to do that, but it makes, like, intuitive sense. But, like, on... that works for, like, the majority of runs, but then, like, on seeds like that, you get punished for thinking like that, right? Because that's what I did initially, and that's why I couldn't find a line, because I had, like, no money. Aika Yori evil message. I hope next blind is I. Wall's very doable, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we have 6 hands. No, Wall is, like, so doable. Wall is actually not super duper evil like it normally is. Okay, we're missing. I'm so glad that we took this burnt joker instead of just, like, looking for faceless jonkler value, because these celestial packs have missed, like, every time. Zawarodo. I guess I'm worlding. I guess I'm worlding, Loki. That's, like, the first suit changer that I've gotten for the Catzel. I guess I'm worlding. Let's go... I need hearts discarded? Yeah, so let's go like this. Let's go like this. Burnt Joker, my goat. It's climbing up my favorites list right now. Burnt Joker's just nasty, dude. Burnt Joker's one of those jokers. Like, Burnt Joker's another mail-in type of joker as well, where, like, it's already fantastic on its own, but if you get, like, copy technology with it, like, if you get a blueprint or a brainstorm and on a Burnt Joker run, it's over. It's over. And it's not close. What's up, fellow weed blazers? Hello. Something else, I've been looking at Doc's videos, and he had one with Mime. He econed better and was able to Hermit. I did not. Chose Judgment and got Vagabond. Ante won. Point is, Doc played Optimal and I was rewarded. Results were the same. Yeah, that's kind of why I like the in-depth seed guide videos as well, because there's a lot of scenarios where that can happen, right? Like, that's not an uncommon occurrence, which can be frustrating, but, like, it's also kind of funny. What's up, fellow weed blazers? Is crazy, bro. Welcome in, Jesus. Jesus. As a former weed blazer myself, hi. I can't imagine why, but it seems that I attract a certain crowd. Let's sell this. Let's go Priestess. Missing the Mercury card yet again. Rebate should be rare and burnt becomes common. This would be a completely fair and balanced change to the game. Sure. No clue, Shaggy. That's so based. Oh wait, I don't have to give up the gold. I can just discard all these. I don't smoke weed, streamer. Neither do I, bro. But they all flock to me, I guess. They all flock to me, man. I don't know what to do about it. All right, I guess I am sacking gold after all. Pog, pog, pog. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just so wealthy that I can afford to do that after all. We're just making so much money and so many points that I can sack a hand here and there. I can afford to not juice my deck for gold card value like some peasant. Marble Joker Hologlum is kind of hilarious. Is it worth over the Burnt Joker? Maybe. I would say when we already have a ×9, maybe not. But it is also just better scaling. Are the rocks going to crowd my deck that much? Not any more than it already is. Streamers washed, missed out on castle value. Sag. No! This dapper gentleman would never partake in the devil's lettuce. Oh, I shan't even think of it. My God, I mean, could you imagine? I mean, it's funny. That's why I want to take it. But I don't know if it's like the strictly better play. I guess we do have a lot of chips with the Catzel, and we already have a lot of base planet level, and we do have a blue seal. We only have one blue seal, though. That's kind of why, like, despite having the Hologlum, that's kind of why I want to keep the Burnt Joker. I think I'm skipping him, but I think we could have taken him and been just fine. Star Kisser's cool, but I already have a Hologlim, which is just Star Kisser, but cooler, so no. Finally! Alright, let's go next. Wall is not scary whatsoever, as long as I don't, like, accidentally sack hands. I don't know, why don't you just find standard pack, streamer? Wait, true, you're cooking. Wait, I'm so stupid. It's so obvious. Alright, we'll do this, level up the pair, get the Catzel value, and we rip a Fool, which is kind of pog. Let's go for one of these. This shouldn't win, but I'm gonna sell just because I'm a paranoid shithead. Yeah. And then we can rip one of these. I think we are gonna end up fooling for our Mercury. I guess I can do this for Catzel, and then I can ship this. Parker with the follow. Welcome in. Alright. Mercury level Fool for another one, baby. 11 bucks. Invis, probably not. We could take an Emperor because we have a Fortune Teller. I can take a Wheel. That's a Nopeski. Let's take the Liquidation, I suppose. Should have opened the Arcana pack first, maybe, purely just because of Temperance. But I think it only matters like a little bit, so maybe that's thinking too hard about it. Let's go this. I'm trying the Seed. Wish me luck. The Seed in the Discord? Best of luck, bro. Invis feels bad here. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm ever taking Invis. I don't think I'm taking any other, like, random cards from standard packs either. If we can beat Wall Anti-6, I think we're kind of chilling. Oh, actually, Lovers is, like, not that bad for Catzel, right? I guess we just slap that on some random John. And then discard this. We get the Burnt Joker level and we get some Catzel value. We clear versus Vessel. I don't think we do, but with additional like planet levels and also Hologlum scaling, because it's anti-7, I would say probably we do. Okay, discard these. I can ship a low pair. This should still win. I should have shipped a high card there because we're getting no value. I could have found gold cards or a blue seal ideally. I should have shipped high cards there. It's definitely worth the like losing money on the hands. There's a Temperance. We're going for spades, right? So I'm gonna not take that world or that sun card. I want the blue seal quite badly. Blue seal density is very nice. There's a Zawarudo. Let's go Lover's card on you, and then let's suits change into Zawarudo. I think we can dodge taking the money. Catzel is on spades. I can do this. I guess I can do this. What are the odds that we don't draw a pair? I wish for Cerulean Bell or Vessel. Vessel's an issue. Cerulean Bell, we're playing pairs, so it's completely free. Didn't you just say we're not taking random standard card packs? We're not taking random cards, but standard packs are still a must. The blue seal is like less of deck filler, so to speak, than just like this 7 of hearts, right? Is what I was getting at. You're on spades, bro. We're getting like no value, but we are getting 2 blue seal levels, so like I'll dry my tears with my $100 bills, so to speak. Verdant Leaf's also like a nothing burger. Verdant Leaf's debatably better than... No, it's not even debatably. Verdant Leaf is better than Cerulean Bell. If we carry Burnt Joker all the way to the finish line, Crimson Heart's also not even that bad, and Acorn is like never bad. So, I mean, pretty much the only thing that I'm scared of is Vessel. And even Vessel, we have 6 hands, so I think it would be completely fine. Let's go... I guess we get Death you. That feels maybe a little bad for Catzel, but money's money at this point. Also, it's anti-7, so like how much more Catzel fixing are we doing anyway? Let's do it. I could fool for a Mercury level. I think I just want the money. I don't have like telescope or anything like that, right? Yeah, no. I just have econ vouchers. We have been blocking planet packs so efficiently, and I've still been getting scammed. Okay, thank you, dude. I know more density of gold and blue seals are cool, but like worth it over the hologram scaling, especially when we have burnt for levels. I mean, yeah. Is Ico just saying every single finisher boss over there? Probably. Crimson Heart, and then it keeps hitting the ×3. We have 6 hands. I think Crimson Heart could bounce between both of our X-Molt Jokers the whole time, and we would still probably clear. Tragic. Let's take one more. The Chad. Could have taken the Chad for, like, glass in case of Vessel, but I actually think we're fine against Vessel, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. These all have to be Spades Queens, right? Yeah. Wow, we have a flush 4 of Spades Queens. We have a flush 5 of Spades Queens. When did that happen? That's so odd. We'll make you into a Jold card, and then let's do one of these. I think we don't win against Vessel, huh? Maybe I should have taken that Chad, actually. This could be a problem, depending on what our shops serve us up. Let's go for this. I should have cycled the other cards that were face up, and we win anyway. Okay, with 6 hands, I think we do win against Vessel. It's either we win or it's extraordinarily close. Streamer, we could do the idle pivot with Queen of Spades. Oh, true. There he is again, man! I should have just taken him. Okay, it is Vessel as well, so we got to be a little bit worried, but I think probably we're going to be okay. Anyone have a Crimson Heart hit a Mr. Bones? It's sad. Bro, I would crash out if that happened. I would be inconsolable, man. I would not come out of my room for days. Okay, what is our full suit lineup looking like? We have more spades than anything. So let's just rip this on the clubs. I don't want to get rid of hearts for right meow, because it's hitting hearts currently, but let's just rip this on the clubs since we have less clubs, and we can try and make our castle maybe a little bit better. I think we dodge rebate here. Could take the star just for extra fortune teller molt and just use it on a pre-existing star. Take the spades purple seal, go next. I think with the additional planet levels and the additional castle scaling and the additional hologram molt, I think with us having 6 hands from the voucher, we're going to be chilling against Vessel. But that is like the worst boss. I love my Risk of Rain 2 mod where anytime I pick up an item, it gets 1,000 times 1,000, then I accidentally take a movement speed buff. I'm like that one manhole cover. Dude, that manhole cover is such an obscure and such a funny joke. I love that manhole cover. It's so funny. Okay, we could keep the glass for Vessel, I guess. Not that I think it matters that much, but maybe it does. Pair of jacks. I have 3 5s, 2 8s, 3 9s, 4 4, and 2. So I guess we just cycle these. Sure. I think we're mostly chilling. I believe so. That was our first hand. I mean, I'm just gonna sack some hands here, dude. We're anti-8. I need at least 1 blue seal here. Ideally. Okay, I guess not. Let's do it again. Rats. $6. I mean, yeah. I've been building spades anyway, so I think, you know. Like I said, I think we're fine against the Vessel, but, like, yeah, probably we can just take that and be even more fine against the Vessel. Yeah, sure. Spread out my rerolls a little bit. I'll drop 2 here. There's a Fool for probably a Mercury, but maybe a Justice if it comes down to it. Now we got a Mercury here. Now I just need castle value from my discards. I think I do want to keep the $6 in hand. Let's go for one of these. Kind of convenient that all my value here is chalkboard compatible. I'm gonna do one of these just so that I am not selling the Justice card because that feels bad, but I think I just ripped this immediately. We get $9 and a blue seal. Yeah, okay, so Vessel is kind of a joke now. Yeah, so Vessel's kind of a joke now, isn't it? That's convenient. That's convenient. $13. Reroll. Take the standard. Should have taken the Arcana first. Get a gold. Blue seal. Should have taken the steel there against finisher, but it is what it is. I can murder the hearts. Go one more. Reroll one more just for the meme, but I can't afford anything. Go next. Vessel is very large, but it's not going to be large enough. I don't need the glass. Trust. Player first, nothing burger. And then once we have card sharp online, it's just over. Nice. Yas, as some may say. Yas. Jimbo, you have taught me well, buddy. I appreciate you for all the mentoring. All right, that's green deck out of the way. The redeem queue did not derail the win streak. We're up to a solid 3 bomb. GG, well played. At Focus Shock, want another Prime sub. Yummy! Yes, please. Wow, the majority of points were on locked in. Bro, y'all are the goats. Let's get back to Uma Musume now. Based. All right, 1-0 for the day. We got a 3 streak. Chat, do you think we're gonna crack our best streak of all time here? Do you think that's something that happens? I don't know, man. No? I'm gonna say yes out of optimism, but I think if I was betting money on it, probably not. What's next? There's nothing in the redeem queue, so painted. Which I think will be fun. We just get pants shop one and then it's free, right? That's how painted always goes. Now that I'm here, you can be entertaining. That's a relief, because I was really dreading having to not be entertaining.
H.
Cheese with the prime, appreciate you. Thank you for the H. Anti-2 Canio. Dude, it'd be all over the screen. Best streak of 8 seems unlikely, but I believe, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Does seem unlikely, especially with some of the decks that we have lined up after painted, but I'm a believer. I'm a believer. All right, let's start the prediction. I'm gonna go piss and fill up my water bottle, and nah, I'm not gonna get more OJ. Just get a shortcut burnt, dude. That would shortcut first, dude. Oh my god, shortcut first shop on the painted deck. I will literally goatsy. I'm not even kidding. Don't clip that. Anyway. Got a couple 7s floating around, currently on a 3 myself. Yes, huge. All right, I'm going to go piss and fill my water. I'll be right back. Jamble is up. We're going gold stake painted. I'll put it on screen. You can kind of see it behind my face cam. All right, I'll be right back. Chad, if he hasn't played Painted in a while, it might get him. I'm not, like, completely washed on Painted, but I am a little bit out of practice. The last time I played it was for the B-roll in the Beginner's Guide video. So not that long ago, but, like, maybe long enough. We'll see. GZ with the hydrate, I got you. Imagine if I got a non-perishable rental shortcut every single time in Anti-1 shop, I would literally be better at the game than SPV. Dude, shortcut's just so good. I love me a shortcut. I'm a believer as Painted is a good deck. Yeah, I mean, I like Painted. Every time I say I like Painted, I get cooked on it, but, like, I'm a big Painted fan. You can flex bigger builds. Pair gaming is a bit harder, IMO. Been practicing flush house builds on Painted. I like 2-pair on Painted. 2-pair feels very good. You get the better chips from the Uranus card, but it's like, you know, with 10 hand size, it's like just as intuitive to build on Painted deck. Also 3-oak. Nah, 3-oak I think is better on the Painted deck, but they both work phenomenally just because the hand size gives you the extra flex that you need. I can go full house, and that gets me out. Shock, can you try inversion deck for my mod? Probably not today, but yeah, didn't I say I could try it? Not gonna lie, lock in streamer to beat the Painted washed allegations. I mean, the only allegations are from me. I'm not gonna lie. If I take Buffoon Pack, I go down to $3, so I would have to beat this blind in one hand to secure the Overstock voucher like I would like to. And then even if I do that, I am at $0. And presumably I am not going to get both a scoring and an econ joker in this pack. So probably I'm not getting Overstock, which makes me very sad because I love Overstock, but I think that's just kind of how it is. We'll take the Buffoon Pack first to see if there's anything juicy in here. And then if there's not, probably we take the Earth card. +2 hand size. I think Walkie can definitely do it. Eternal Jimbo. On Painted deck would be such a flex, but I'm not doing it. Holographic mail-in rebate, obviously. Yo, true. Yo, true. That's why that guy played Gold Stake at the charity event and I didn't, man. He's got all the technology. He's on it. Eternal Jimbo on Painted goes actually crazy. Dude, I know. I know, it's locked. It's Jover. Okay, so I can afford the Overstock, but it just destroys every single penny that I ever have. The actual way to do that seed in the Discord is straight flushes. There's literally no shot, bro. And proceeded to biff it? That's not even true, dude. You did phenomenally. So here's the first shop where things are going to go sideways is I don't know if I'm allowed to take this Faceless Joker because the Faceless Joker is really good here because it's just more intuitive to draw faces to my hand when I have more hand size. So this is probably getting me more money than average. But am I like the majority of runs you can have one Eternal that's not contributing to your score, but you can't. Can you really have two? I mean, like, maybe if you get a really good run, maybe Faceless gets us online enough to where we can have a really good run. How much do we value Overstock? If not, I feel we're egging it. Eternal Econ on Painted feels bad, TBH. I don't know, man. Like, I could see it, but I could see it going either way. If our shops just bend us over, then it's kind of sad, but, like, I don't think it's unrealistic to say that we could get $10 off of that per round, and if we can, that's like kind of a lot of money to play around with on the Painted deck. If it were a mail-in, would you do it? Probably. I feel like Anti-1 Overstock greed means I get to see 3 Jokers for about 2 shops before I hit a game over screen. I still take it every time, though. That's kind of how I feel about it. If it's maybe like yellow deck or like... If it's a situation like Unseen said, where, like, we get a Joker that is both, like, econ and score, I'll always rip it. But, like, I usually... I like to take reroll surplus ante-1 because I feel like that generates a lot of value in the long term because you're never going to have a gold stake run that's successful where you're not rerolling. I like to take clearance sale ante-1 because clearance sale discounting everything for the entire game is, I think, super worth like being down $10 in the early game. But Overstock kind of has the problem where, yeah, it doesn't really contribute anything right away. And so you're kind of just bombing $10. I mean, I guess you could say the same about reroll surplus. But Overstock is kind of just a waste of $10, like, initially. It's only really good in, like, mid to late. I don't know. Also, we have less slots on the painted deck, so maybe we don't even need to be seeing that many jokers on the painted deck because, you know, we're gonna be filling our slots with, like, we're gonna be locking in our slots faster, presumably, if we have only 4 jokers. Not gonna lie, I've not been a clearance sale believer. I didn't used to be, but I don't know. I've been more and more warming up to it. Clearance sale is just so nice because it discounts everything for the entire run, which can add up like quite a bit. It's still, I mean, you still want an econ joker ideally, but even if you don't have one, as long as you don't like completely fumble or just get like an abhorrent seed, it can be really nice. What's our boss here? Boss is Hook. Maybe Hook makes the Faceless Jongleur worse for the right meow. Only downside is it devalues Temperance. Yeah, and that can suck. But I think more often than not, you don't care about that as much as you care about, like, just discounted shops. Dude, I don't know if I can take this. The egg is really nice as well. If I just want to go for, like, a mid-power level. I think I'll take the egg. I'm scared of the Faceless Joker. I do really want to take it, but I'm shit scared of taking the Faceless Joker and then just not getting value off of it and dying. So we'll take the egg because that's like a middle ground. We're investing into something that gives us money. It's just maybe a bit more speculative. All right, $9. Shoot the moon angle. I mean, like, the extra hand size makes this really nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's still a shoot the moon at the end of the day, and I hate shoot the moon. I think shoot the moon is just common Bloodstone, right? It's really nice as a scoring joker. It's even more nice on the painted deck, but you only need it to miss once, and then you're just dead. There's the clearance sale you wanted, streamer. Yeah, the clearance sale is pretty nice here as well. I want this just because we're on painted deck, so it feels very nice, but I don't know. This also wants me playing high card on the painted deck, which, like, with the extra queens, maybe that's cool, but it is like kind of counterintuitive. Maybe I just take the popcorn here. Maybe I don't need anything here. I feel like it's a little brash to not take anything here. But the popcorn diminishes, whereas the shoot doesn't. The shoot's also eternal. I don't know, dude. I kind of want the popcorn. Bosses play 5. In fairness, I don't think that matters if we take the shoot angle. I guess we could just take shoot and then make steal cards. And that could offset some of the pain of not drawing shoot the moon. Or, like, not drawing queens. We also have an econ joker, so maybe our deck fixing it will be easier. Top-up tag is also, like, a little bit of a consideration, but I think probably with egg and $15 in the bank, probably that's not the way to go. Also, a clearance sale in the shop, I kind of want that, and top-up tag kind of gets in the way if I'm not getting more egg value and or more round cash-out value. I don't know, man. This is a little scary. Popcorn's a safer play. Shoot is really nice. But again, if it doesn't hit, then we're just cooked. We'll take the shoot. Go next. I can play the flush. So far, so good. No value in the deck, so let's just get out. Excuse me. $5. Good ROI. Eternal Chaos, probably not. Kind of want the Buffoon. I think maybe it's more intuitive to save for the clearance sale. I can play... I guess the flush here is the highest scoring option, even though we don't hit walkie. What skip tags are actually worth it? Like investment, obviously, and I've seen Doc sometimes say top up Buffoon, Economy, and Orbital. I do try to think through it, but I don't know. Sometimes just hard to decide. I mean, yeah, you gotta really, like, think about what economy you're generating in the blinds, right? Like there, I think top up was not super worth it for us because, like, we're getting $3 from the egg, and then we're also getting interest value. And we're also getting remaining hands value from that small blind, so we're skipping for 2 random common jokers, which could be terrible. They could be good. We could just be ripping photo chat, and then we're chilling. Especially so on the painted deck, but they could just be shite. So you're ripping a gamble, and you're spending... What did we make in the small blind? We made $5 plus egg value. So you're spending $8 on 2 random common jokers. So $8 on 2 judgments that are only for common jokers. I think usually that's not worth it. But maybe if you're on, like, the black deck is a very good example of where top-up tag can be really good, because if you're on the black deck, you're anti-2 small blind. Maybe you don't have, like, any interest money, so seeing the shop doesn't really matter because you're going to be broke anyway. So even if you get scammed by the top-up tag, you're not really losing anything. Same thing with the Mega Buffoon skip on black deck. That's usually where I go to for those 2 skips. And they can be pretty intuitive from that vantage point. Let's take the free roll. Could be Todd. I think there's kind of some clash between Todd and Shoot the Moon, but maybe with this much hand size, there's really not. Shoot the Moon's just very inflexible, which feels weird. Let's take the clearance sale. I think I go next. Psychic should be fine. No queens, probably a discard. Could go for a clubs angle. And or a spades angle, but the clubs has a walkie hit. Let's go like this. Yeah, something like that. It's pretty good. Streamer, why don't you find a Trib streamer? True. The main thing for me is how worth it is it to see how worth it is it to see a shop? I mean, that's like super subjective, right? It varies on any given run. Could have sold the talkie there. Because we would have gotten out anyway, right? If we made 3K. Probably I should have sold the talkie there for an extra $1. Oh well. Hallucinations fire. So is Wasteful. Hallucination helps make queens, and then Wasteful helps find queens. I think these are both very nice. Yep, W Hallucination. Appreciate you. Hanging them would be cool so that we can find our queens. Chariot is also very nice so that the queens give us quote-unquote more molt. I think probably for right meow, Hungman is the better play, and then later in the game, it's probably Chariot. Let's go... What am I hanging here? I have no chips in the deck, so probably I just want to hang low chip value stuff, right? So instead of hanging an ace, I can hang a 5. Because that's really what I'm struggling for right now is chips. I have, like, literally 0 chips. Hermit's cool. I think I'm going to save him. Devil card's really nice. Chariot's really nice. Emperor I'm never using because it cuts into my Hermit value or my Emperor value. I think probably for early game we just make a gold queen. Could take the Jimbo. Let's take him just in case we need him. We can always sell him. He's rental. Go next. We don't have the talkie, so now we're just looking for, like, big hands. So here maybe we're looking at a 4-oak jacks. Maybe like a full house jacks and kings. We have no planet levels. Yeah, like we have no chips right now is the big problem. Once we solve that, we'll be kind of cooking. We got a flush here. I can play the 3 oak to cycle, maybe, with the Jimbo. Okay, now I have a full house with queens. I think that probably gets me out on its own if it's full house, full faces. So let's sell the Jimbo so that we're not paying rent on him. Let's ship the full house. And then I think this gives me... Oh, that doesn't win. That's okay. Ship a 2-pair on the backswing. I guess I can do this to try and find more queens. We don't find more queens, but I do find another full house. I think this gives me... it might just be barely not enough money on the backswing. No, it's just barely enough money on the backswing to get me full hermit value. I do have to block it in this shop, which might be relevant. Raised fist could be cool, but if it's perishable, probably I don't care enough to take it. Could be a world angle for like a Catzel. We got goad coming up, so maybe it's a world angle to... Maybe we pocket the world, and then once we have the goad, we can just start turning things into queens. Because if we're relying on Shoot the Moon and we're relying on like steel cards as our main molt source, then those are two things that like can get super silver bulleted by bosses. So maybe we just pocket the world. I think we always rip Wasteful if we're shooting our moon. And then let's go Arcana pack here. Save a slot for hallucination. We get the death card from the hallucination, and we pull the queen in the pack. That's really nice. So now we have a decision of, do I want to rip the world right now? Because we could rip the world right now, and then we death a spades queen, and then we don't have to worry about it being debuffed after this boss. The problem is it's going to debuff both of those cards on this boss, which I think is bad, because if I turn this to spades and then death it, 3 out of our 5 queens are debuffed for the boss. So I think as much as I would like to do this, probably that's not a good play at all. What did we hang? We hung 4s and 5s. I'd like to continue hanging ranks that we've already hung. So let's do this. And then Tempe is 19 bucks because of the egg, which is phenomenal. Or we could make steel. I think, again, early game, probably we just want a money max. And then late game, we can steal. So let's Tempe. I guess now, since I'm just like rich as hell, it doesn't really matter that this guy is perishable, so let's maybe just take him. Could be a business card angle, probably not. Could be a misprint, probably not. Let's go Spectral Pack. Could be Ankh for Shoot the Moon. Could be Hex Shoot the Moon. Hex Shoot the Moon, not terrible IMO. I would have liked it better if the hallucination was maybe like Eternal or something. But I kind of do want the Hex. How much does selling the hallucination affect us here? See, the thing is, like, the Hex feels really nice because this is Eternal, so it's going to be a permanent part of our score. But it doesn't do anything for me right now unless we, like, hit queens because we don't have any planet levels. And then late game, this is just outclassed by 1 steel trigger, right? So I think probably we don't Hex, right? Or Ankh for that matter. I mean, it could be an Ankh angle. What if you Ankh 2 eggs? Not saying it's the play, but it's interesting. I think Ankhing egg here is... I don't know, dude. With Mime and Shoot on a steel queen, is it queen, queen, steal, steal, or queen, steal, queen, steal? I believe it's steal, steal, queen, queen. Is, I think, how it works. I'm pretty sure, like, Shoot the Moon effects always trigger before the steal. I could be completely mistaken. But I think that's how that works. Ankh with the Shoot the Moon, that's Eternal. Well, it's a 50-50. Like, I want the Hex, but I think it's honestly bait. I think the value that Hallucination provides is probably just better than the Hex. Because again, right now, we don't need the scoring, and then later in the game, the Hex is literally achievable with 1 steal, which Hallucination could generate. So I think that's just bait. I think we never take the Hex there, as much as I kind of want to, as much as I, like, actually really want to. I think it's like not that good. Egg is free gold card every round right now. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, egg is really nice with temperance as well. I think it's never a hex angle. It looks very shiny. It looks very enticing, but I think probably we get punished too often for it to be worth. It slipped into my top 10 jokers. Egg is really nice. Egg, that is? Yeah. Egg's grown on me ever since I started, like, actually, like, somewhat competitively gold staking. Also, what hand are we deciding on? I mean, this seems like a high card build, obviously, but, like, we're not really geared to play high cards, no? Let's discard, find the queens. How much is this with this much molt? No, I need to play 2 pairs, right? To get out here. We have 110. Okay, I can do like this, maybe. 3 jacks, 3 aces. Hit him with one of those. Let's play the 2 pair. I feel like this should get me out, but we have like no chips, so I'm kind of scared. Let's just ship it. I'm missing out on another potential gold card. I think that's okay. Ancient Joker when? Dude, it's never an Ancient Joker route with this setup, I don't think. I mean, I would still probably take it because Ancient Joker on Painted just feels so nice, but I don't know. Nova is pretty bad here unless we rip like 2 blue seals out of these packs, and even then, it's still pretty bad. Let's sell the star card. Let's go into both of these. We get an Empress from Hallucination. I think that's probably a sell target. Could take random gold. I think even though random gold is nice, especially with the egg and the hallucination as value generators, maybe I just care about being able to more reliably draw my queens. So I think this is just a skip to not crowd the deck. The stone would be kind of nice because we have no chips, but I think, again, I just want to be able to draw my queens reliably. Let's go Mercury card just to have some kind of chips. I'm going to take one more very aggressive reroll here. You get Eternal Rental Marble Joker. I think that's not good. Streamer, you can strengthen the red seal to a queen. Streamer. The red seal... Wasn't the king a red seal, or am I stupid? Mike, how did you like reading RFK's smut poems? I haven't read them. Are they any good? Also didn't sell the Empress value, so we could have just missed out on 20 bucks of value because of the hallucination. I said Empress value. I meant to say Empress card, but I think people probably caught my drift. This is definitely a place where we could showcase why I hate Shoot the Moon if we don't draw our queens here. Probably it's just always a full house angle. It was a 7. Yeah, that shit's not happening, dude, even with hallucination. They're visual? Interesting. Don't know how much I love that. Okay, 3,000 points because the full house is a good amount of chips. Still only 1 queen. See, this is exactly why I don't like Shoot the Moon. Like, not even to troll. This is exactly why I don't like Shoot the Moon, because this is getting very scary. We have the Wasteful voucher, so I think we're still fine, but, like, I don't love it. I don't love the angle. Let's ship the level 2 pair. I think that's probably enough chips with 2 queens that gets us close. Yeah. And then I can discard everything. Try and get the Jold value. We don't get any more Jold, but this pair should get me out. Streamer, have you considered finding DNA best Joker in the game to get more to make more queens? Streamer, dude, that's such W rage bait on me because I hate DNA. That's immensely W rage bait on me because DNA is like one of my least favorite Jokers. And it doesn't help that like literally every white stake player and their mother just loves DNA. It's so buns. Could hang him, could strength jacks into queens, could fool for a Mercury. Probably I go for the strength angle here. I think I'm going to sell the world. Rats. No additional hallucination help. We do get a strength card again here, so let's just rip it. Who shouted out Ancient Joker? Loki, if I didn't have 0 planet levels across all fronts, I would take this. Because Ancient Joker painted deck... I mean, Ancient Joker in general is incredibly strong, but with 3 discards on painted deck, this is, like, super good as a win con. But I think right now we're kind of fucked if we take this. I think we can't pivot into it. Just because we have no chips. If we maybe, like, take this... I could slot this in for Raised Fist right now. Hold it speculatively, and then take one more reroll and pray that we come across a Chips Joker. I could sell the egg as well, because that's 22 bucks. Sly Joker. That's not a Chip Joker. That's compatible with Ancient Joker. But it is compatible with my plan right now, and it costs 2 bucks. So let's rip it. We're playing Shoot the Moon pairs, I guess, which feels so insanely unintuitive. It's not even funny, but that's okay. We hit both of our gold queens immediately, so let's make these into spades, and those are unable to be affected by any boss blinds from this point forward. So let's ship the pair. How much is this getting me with Sly? Sly Jonkler, about 3,900 points on a pair. That's still not, like, fantastic, but it's at least, like, not dying. Gonna go lie down and wait die until you maybe hop on something else. Balatro does not make the small brain gremlin in my mind brain dead enough. I mean, fair enough, dude. Foil credit card? Absolutely not. Let's go Arcana pack. Could Fool for Zawarudo, could make some bonus cards. Probably I care about Fooling for Zawarudo more, but we are kind of low on chips. 1 queen equals 2k for pairs. You're navigating well. Appreciate it, man. No scoring? What do we mean no scoring? Another Fool is kind of wild. I have nothing in my Fools, so I guess I'll just, like, rip a flush level to put something in there. I need to reroll more. Vamp? That's X-Molt, which is really nice, and it's X-Molt with the hallucination, which is really nice, but this is just too slow, right? If I'm playing Shoot the Moon pairs, this just has to be too slow. But I need some kind of X-Molt piece, so maybe I just take this anyway. Could sell the egg for a big 25, hold the Fool for when we have some kind of enhancement Joker, and then it's, like, effectively a polychrome, and probably I'm scaling a lot better. You went from 5k to 7k with a queen, not 1-to-1 entirely. Oh, I got you. I mean, that's still, like, not too bad, I guess. I kind of want to take this vamp. The I wouldn't even need to sell egg for it because the hallucination is dying. Playing pairs is kind of stupid on the vamp, dare I say, but I think it works. We're not getting any value out of this hallucination, so let's just slot him in. Could sell the egg here, but I'm holding out for a miracle. Ship this. 2,200 points with 2 queens. How many queens do I have? 6 queens and a 50 card. I think I gotta go for some discards. I mean, there's no point to not just full discard, right? I guess the idea... Yeah, I was just gonna touch on this. I guess the idea is we could hold too many queens, and then it becomes cumbersome to find pairs. But I guess I would also have... I would rather have too much score than too little. I could sell this Zawarudo. What is my boss? The mouth? I think I'm going to sell this for an extra $1. I'm not feeling very financially sound. World the Queens? Yeah, well. Oh, wait, we have gold cards, too, so that extra $1 didn't matter. That's fine. That's pretty nice, dare I say. I mean, probably this is just fine now, right? Mercury card in the shop, and then we have Glorp to level up our hands. I could just sell this egg, and then we have a decent pair core. Doesn't feel great playing pairs on Painted, but it's still achievable. Could Fool for a Mercury. I want a Fool for some kind of enhancement card, though. I'm going to sell the egg here. I'm going to rip Director's Cut because there are some bosses that bend us over. Primarily stuff like the eye, but also the plant is really sad. Let's take Glorp. Let's do a reroll. Foil Raised Fist. That's just better than Sly Joker, but do I want the Raised Fist if I have Shoot on an 8-queen 50-card deck? Probably not. And then the foil doesn't really matter if I have Glorp. The foil stops mattering if Glorp triggers essentially 3 times. I think I roll over that. Could have taken the Justice. Should have taken the Justice with the Vamp. That's buns. Huge. Let's take the Celestial Pack. Celestial Pack has nothing that I'm super interested in. Go one more reroll. Wowee! It was an Ancient Joker seed, ladies and gentlemen. Wowee! I mean, with Director's Cut, do we ever get punished for just pivoting this way? We get punished right now because we have literally no planet levels. I think this is not achievable, despite the fact that I kind of want to do... no, we could just play 4 Oak Queens, right? Because we made a shitload of queens with Shoot the Moon, and now we can just play 4 Oak Queens, and we're probably fine, right? Joe with the Hydrate, I got you. Excuse me. You have a massive level 2 in Flush. I mean, that doesn't really matter right now, no. I have no enhanced cards other than gold, and I really don't want to strip my gold. I will if it comes down to it, but like I don't want to do it. I think I just have to take this because it's like a ×8 combo on Painted deck, which encourages big hands. I would have to be kind of stupid to not take this, but it feels a little bit baity. I think it'll be fine. Also got to pay attention to the boss because I could get Giga cooked just by like playing subpar. Is pairs intuitive here? There's no way pairs are intuitive here. Maybe. I also probably want to keep my Fool now for something that ups a planet level of something that I care about more. Even 3 Oak would be fine because that's 2 molt scaling. 4 Oak would be ideal, but I don't think we have enough queens for 4 Oak yet. How much does 4 Oak get me? We just have no base chips, so even if I ship this 4 Oak, I'm relying on hitting probably another, and then it's still probably not enough. I think maybe it's just a flush angle for right now because we have the level 2 flush. What are my suits looking like? Bunch of spades. I think I'm going to discard. I'll keep my spades in hand. Could be a straight angle. I think no. Need a calc. I was just thinking the same thing. If I can get by playing pairs here, even if I have to sack the Fool to do so, I think probably I do that. But that feels... I feel like even on pairs, it doesn't get us by because we have just like no chips. The Vamp is kind of killing us here because we could have taken Sly Joker and then that would have been like a ×2 on top of the Photo Chad shit, but the Vamp was a necessary evil because if we were going to still... I mean, if we didn't get the Photo Chad in the shop, we were kind of just fucked. I use the multiplayer mod in single player just for Phantoms preview. You can use standalone Phantoms preview, but people kind of bitch about that on stream, even though I literally pull out my phone to do calcs sometimes anyway, so it ends up not mattering, but I digress. If I play this pair of 2s, it would be 40 chips plus 8 chips from the 2s would be 48 times 56 molt. That's like 2,600 points. And then if we get on the backswing, like pair of kings would be the same amount of... No, it wouldn't be the same amount of chips. I'm stupid. It'd be 40 plus 40 chips is 80 chips. And then the mult would be 4 times 8 is 32. Plus 52 is 84 times 80 chips. That's 6,700 points. That feels pretty bad. Can we do 3 oaks, maybe? I feel like I can't see deep enough into my deck for 3 oaks. I also have no jacks, apparently. Oh, yeah, because I strengthed all of them. That seems intuitive. Neon with the follow. Welcome in. I guess if we get lucky, we could do pairs. But it's close enough where I kind of don't want to do it. What's up? I didn't know you had a Twitch. Hey, welcome in, man. Appreciate the follow. I guess if we level up the pair, it's also very nice. 78-20 if you J and fool pair. Yeah. If we fool the pair, then it becomes 5 mult times 8, which is 40. It would be, instead of 80 chips, it would be 95 chips times 40 plus 52. That's like 87 hundo. That's still like relying on pretty good draws though. But maybe that's just the best option. How many queens do I have in deck? I still have 4 queens in the deck too. So we could be ripping even higher shoot the moon amounts. I think I just ripped the pair level. Sad not being able to keep my flush or my fool, but I think it's a necessary evil. Let's rip this. We're just looking for... I should have sent the jack. I forgot we only have 1 jack in the deck. That is my bad. All right, ship the pair of kings. Nice. I can ship aces. I kind of want to discard this just because we have gold in the deck. But I think this doesn't win, right? Maybe I keep the king in hand. Nah. I think with this many queens, I can probably just ship a pair of queens. Probably we're going to draw some more queens on the backswing anyway. Rats. No gold value. Bummer. $9. Boss is plant. W director's cut shout. No planet levels in the shop. My Waystake friends have calculated what a normal full house is in Ante 1. You're 100 hours in. How do they not know it's roughly 300 points? I mean, because they play casually, bro. Nice director's cut. Wow. Out of curiosity, was it ever not photo chad with the existing Eternals and Painted deck? I think you can definitely argue that it wasn't photo chad. I think it's pretty hard to pass it up when we've already been making queens for the Shoot the Moon, so we have extra face cards, and then also we just hit them both in the same shop. But I think you could definitely have argued that we should have just kept with the, you know, the Vamp Shoot the Moon avenue. Let's hang him here. I think 4 Oak is probably going to be the winning game plan. Let's go Jumbo Standard. Looking for a blue seal is fantastic. Let's take him. Orbital tag on full house. I think I need to roll down a little bit here. The business card would be fire if I had money. No, I should have kept money for the, what's it called? For the boss reroll. I'm getting tilted because we're not finding much, though. Might be a flush angle here just because of higher level, or like higher base mult. Even if only marginally. The problem is I need to play like so many of them for that to be worth, but gotta do what you gotta do. Ah, but this is getting no Shoot the Moon value though. Fuck, man. No, I think I cooked it. I think Photo Chad was bait. I think that chatter might be Correctamundo. Does pair still get me out here? Pair only gets me out if I draw like every single face card, right? I guess I have 4 to a flush. I could just ditch the blue seal. Shock, I was thinking about finishing your live stream today because I always fall asleep after Scrandle, but I just realized I'll have to stay up until 5 a.m. or more. It's already 4:30 a.m., so good night, Shock and chat. Yeah. Good night, Zafe. Appreciate you being in here, man. Many thanks, many thanks. I mean, like, blue seals are fire. How much is this flush making if I ship, like, 1 queen? It's still making, like, nothing, right? Chip value is 50 plus 30 from the queen, and then 30 from all the other shit. That's 110 on chips. Molt value is 48. That's a 5,000 point flush. That gets me in pretty much nowhere. Should have maybe made in that last Arcana pack. I forgot what we did, but I should have maybe made a steel card because there was steel in that. We hung them. I have the info about my fool in my top right. Should have maybe made a steel card because making a steel card probably makes it much more intuitive to get out. If we have a ×8 from the photograph, that turns that into a ×12 with steel. Probably that was the play, and then we just hard mull for the steel. I think now we die. I think there's no way to get out here just because every single one of my planet levels is just shite. If I had 5 hands, maybe. But on 4 hands, I think I'm kind of fucked. We'll see, I suppose. I think because pairs I can play more of, I think I just have to go for the pairs here. What am I fucking doing keeping this jack in my hand, dude? Could try and go for a straight flush. Even then, like, it's pretty comparable. I guess it's more chips, but it's pretty comparable to a flush in terms of molt. This is twice as many chips in theory. I think it ends up being slightly less than that, but it's slightly more molt. So figure it's twice as many points. A straight flush is still like 10k, which is not the best. Also, I don't even know if we could make a straight flush of any rank because we've strengthed so many things. We can't make a straight flush of any rank where photo chat is a thing. And I could flush house queens and 10s if I haven't tossed any of my 10s. I have 110 here, 110 here. Maybe that's the angle. I could flush house queens and 10s, and I feel like that could be a reasonable enough angle to get us out. You have spades? Oh, we do have spades. I didn't see this jack. No, we tossed the jack. No, I have it right here. I'm stupid. I mean, I think still, it still doesn't get me enough points to where it's feasible. Probably I waste more hands just shipping high cards than grabbing... than if I was to just, like, play pairs. I think the flush house angle is realistically my best bet here. So let's go for that. Okay, we have all the queens. I need the 10. I'm going to toss the blue seal, and then I can ship this photo chat. I also have like 5 oak queens if it comes down to it, but I think that's unnecessary. Flush house is both big brain yet desperate. I mean, we are desperate right now. We have no planet levels, so like flush house being desperate is kind of fine. No, that's a lot of score, but we can't really replicate that, right? I guess if I ship queens, but that impacts my score quite a bit as well. Maybe I need to ship queens to find the flush house. I think I'm not winning if I don't find the flush house, so let's do it. Okay, maybe I'm overthinking this because that is a decent bit of score there. The pair level is higher where I think I'm just going to ditch the flush house attempt now. Because even without the photo chat molt, this has got to be 5 grand with 4 queens in hand. Yeah. Okay, I think I was thinking way too hard about that. I was not thinking that photo chat pair would get me that much. Cloud 9, but we've shipped, or we've hung 9s. We get the Celestial pack, which is very nice. What's my boss again? Boss is plant, so I need to save money for that bullshit. We might just be flushing it, man. It's never a straights angle because we've made so many queens. We have like no jacks. And it's never a straight flush angle for the same reason. Could be full house. I think probably not. Let's go flush angle. Try and cop some money in here, or some kind of enhancement would also work. Could be a death card angle. I kind of like the idea of just getting some X-Molt on the vamp more. So maybe we take like an Empress card or something. Death could open... How much of my deck can I see? I have 49 cards in the deck, and 39 of them stay in deck. 4 hands, 3 discards, so I can see 30 cards out of my deck before I have to ship my final hand if I full send. That's not reliable enough for flush house, or for like flush 5. But maybe if I make more of these queens into spades, we could pivot like flush 5. That's very ambitious, but if we find the blue seal flush 5, we're like chilling doing that, because then we don't need like any extra score. So I am considering it. Deathing blue seal is way too greedy. Yeah, no, we're not deathing blue seal. Could also world the heart queens, doesn't feel good. I'm kind of considering it low-key. We're never deathing blue seal because that's just not immediate scoring, which is what we need. I mean, like, worlding the queens also makes flush house easier, which we might end up needing. I kind of just want to world these queens, dude. We have 8 queens in the deck, and if we world these queens, 6 of them are of spades. I don't know, that doesn't sound great now that I'm thinking of it. Does debuffed stop the in-hand effects? I always forget. Yes, it does. Which is why we need to reroll this boss, like, absolutely. Well, we need to reroll the boss anyway because we have photo chat, but I guess if we were playing like pairs or something, we would have needed to reroll the boss. I think it's either world or death. I think Hierophant is probably too little too late, because times 1.2 is really not going to get us anywhere. And I think if we're deathing or Hierophanting, I don't really want to strip the gold, so I think I'm just going to world. Or not deathing or Hierophanting, deathing or worlding. Take a very, very greedy reroll. Odd Todd Sly, that's jack shit. We go next. Could be skip for orbital tag. For full house, that would push my full house molt to ×10. That still feels not super impactful. The vamp doesn't feel good right now. The vamp is killing us, which, like, again, to be fair, we kind of needed him because the plan before the photo chad showed up in our shop was pair spam with shoot, but yeah, he's just murdering us. If we can rip the flush house here, we're kind of chilling. If we can rip the flush 5, we're like giga chilling. Because flush 5 base molt is like 16, right? So probably we get out with some photo pairs. How are we affording this reroll? We're not, but I would rather be broke than fucking 6 feet under, dude. I think we ship that queen. I think we just got to go for the big ass hands. That's literally no score. Okay, there's the flush house. How much is this making? We have to ship a gold queen if I ship this immediately. I'm calcing this. This, I want to say, gets us like halfway to the score line, which is not great. And probably flush 5 doesn't improve on that by that much, but we'll see. This is in terms of chips, 140 plus 70, so 210 chips. And then the molt would be 210 chips. The molt would be 14 times 8 for 112 plus 13 for 125 times 1.1 because the vamp would be 137. So it's, what did I say for chips? I already forgore, bro. 210, right? Yeah, 210 times 137. It's like 28k. If the flush 5 one-shots, I think I'm just going for the flush 5 here. But if the flush 5 doesn't one-shot, which I don't think it does, then I think we just always rip the flush house here and then just like ship pairs on the backswing. Excuse me. Flush house is 160x16 if I'm not mistaken. So it would be 160 plus 70 is 230 chips. And then 16 times 8 would be 128. Figure we're shipping both gold queens, so that'd be times 1.2 is 153. Flush 5, I think one-shots. What did I say the chips were again? It's 160 plus 70, right? So it's 230 times that molt value. The flush 5, if we find it, does one-shot, I believe. So I think we're just finding the flush 5, and if we don't find it, we get punished. But if we do find it, we're low-key kind of chilling, because then our molt increases by quite a bit because of the blue seal, and then from there, we're kind of just gaming. Bro said 07. What do you mean 07? I swear you said 210. 210 was for the flush house. Flush 5 is 230. Because it's 160 base with the same amount of chips. So we'll ship this pair. That's 5k. The flush 5 one-shots now. It's with 2 vamp triggers. We're losing Jold if I do this. We have 1 more spades queen. I'm going to discard for it just because I don't want to lose Jold value. But if I have to, I have to. Rats. Paying $6 for a blue seal. And to live, of course. I don't play any secret hands in gold stake. I mean, like, that's a good play, but we kind of need to right now. Yeah, it's 160x16. So with 9,000 in the bank, this should one-shot. Pog. And now we have Eris, which is vastly more chips, but more importantly, it's more molt for the photo chad. So now if we just get deck fixing, which is unlikely because we're broke as shit, but if we do get deck fixing, then we're kind of chilling. I can't take anything in this shop whatsoever because I need to reroll plant. Clurb is fine. Absolute nothing burger in this hand. Huge. At least Vamp gets a little X-Molt. I mean, yeah. Oh, Clurb's debuffs are blue seal. Fuck, man. Could go full house just for a little bit of scoring here. I guess I can discard and keep the full house in hand. We're not draw. This is not going to go well. We're not drawing any of our flush 5 pieces. I had to hit him with one of these. I guess I hit him with one of these instead. Shoot the moon in action, classic. Hit him with one of these. Need to... So the flush house does not win. Since we're against 50k, so I need to top... I need to top deck 2 queens on the backswing or I'm dead. Best shoot the moon value on my runs. That's why I don't like it. And probably I shouldn't have taken it anyway. Yeah, we're incredibly dead now. GGWP. Misprint, you got me. Queen of spades on the top, I already know. It's a 2 of hearts, it looks like. 2 of hearts, okay. Never mind. No queen of spades on the top. We missed 3 queens in our bottom 9, 2 queens of spades in our bottom 9, which is improbable. It is unlucky, but it happens. With 11,000 in the bank, I think we still don't make it out. With times 1.2 from Vamp and plus 13 from the Shoot the Moon, I think we still don't make it out. Maybe if we would have gotten out with a flush house and we had a level 2 flush house, we would have made it out here. I think that is maybe the case. I think that's probably the case. But here we're dead. Oh, sevens. Tragic. It's Shoot the Moon, bro. The photo Chad was not the play there, but I'm blaming it on Shoot the Moon just because I hate Shoot the Moon. No, I think Shoot the Moon was low-key like the most reliable early game that we had. So as much as I would like to, it's not Shoot the Moon. I don't think. Did I don't think I added a loss to the all-time win-loss. Of course, when I believe, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. Not gonna lie, streamer should have just stuck with the Ancient. I mean, in retrospect, we should have. Well, we already had both Eternals by then, did we not? If we didn't have the Vamp by then yeah, we should have stuck with the Ancient. The Ancient made this free. We maybe should have just stuck with the Ancient anyway. But we only have level 1 flush, which I think made it pretty bad. We could have taken it speculatively, and maybe you could have argued that I should have. Especially on the painted deck. I don't know, man. Regardless, we're cooked. Shock, I think it's planting time. I don't know about that one. Dude, it is sweltering in my room. Holy shit. Sweltering, I say. God damn, dude. Ugh. All right, well, RIP Streak. We did get up to 3 rotating, though. That's not too bad. It's better than I've been doing, man. That was kind of a rough one. I struggle a lot on the seeds where there are branching paths, and that seed was a damn labyrinth, dare I say. I gotta get better at stuff like that. Would like to see how Doc runs this. I think that's a pretty... I don't know. There's just a lot of branching paths on that seed. It's a little strange to navigate, but I don't think it's necessarily hard. I think I'm just bad at navigating seeds such as that. Why doesn't Doc just run every single seed in the game? Wait, true. You're onto something. Wait, you're so onto something. Holy. All right, what's the plan now? I don't want to do another gold stake run because our gold stakes have been taking an hour tonight. Because we're trying to min-max. So we could run like Risk of Rain or something. We could run PvZ. We could run Hollow Knight. Anything like that. Maybe we do some quick PvZ action. Just drew 5 straight flushes in a row. 4 Fienders is broken. Interessante. Clover Pit is getting a DLC soon. I did see that on the... I saw, like, the announcement on the Steam page. I didn't, like, actually read into it, but I did see the DLC. Send Doc to the military seed running compound where he is forced to run seeds 24/7. Is that not just what he does right now? I think they already sent him there. I think he's just happy to be there. I'm not gonna lie. Let's do some PvZ. We gotta get through that game. I heard Risk of Rain. I think we're gonna do PvZ. I think we'll save Risk of Rain for another time. I didn't, but I felt it in my nuts. That's crazy, bro. I think let's run some PvZ. We gotta get through that game, and there's, especially with the mod, there's a lot to get through. Whoa, Sierra Nade with the raid. Many thanks. Let's turn off the stats. Let's go to wide shock mode real quick. Let's put on some background tunage. I guess we're doing PvZ, so we'll do this. Shocked Frog with the follow. Welcome in. Raid message, raid response. Raid message, raid message. Raid response, dear chatters. Sierra Nade, hope your stream went well. I don't know what you were playing. I didn't peep it, but I hope whatever you were playing treated you well. Welcome in, Raiders. Scaled runner up to 585 on that plasma seed, bruh. Where is the first runner that you find even? What? That seems kind of interesting. Garden Warfare 2 or actual PvZ? PvZ 2 Reflourished, which is a mod where they just make it not pay to win. So it's what we've been dipping our toes into, so to speak. Dastardly Doctor with the follow. Fire username. Raid message. Raid response. Have you tried PvZ Fusion? Not on stream, but I have tried it, and I think it's very funny. I'm a big fan of it. All right, there's the video game. All right, y'all are going to have to bear with me because Game Capture hates actually capturing this game. Probably because it's an emulator. No! It knocked me to the search. And go away. Still have PvZ Heroes open, apparently. Bang. We are not capturing. Cheese with the raid. Appreciate it. There's a bear with you. Are you okay? Me and Dastardly were playing Mars? Can I not read? Looking on OBS. Playing Mars first. I don't know what that is. But Doc's stream kept crapping out. Oh, Sag. Well, I hope you got it to work for at least a little while. Forgot to skip the timer. Huh? Okay, looks like Game Cap is now capping the game. We'll see. I'll keep my stream queued up in the background, and we'll see if it actually holds up. Mars First Logistics, I always shorten it. It's like a Death Stranding with Lego Rovers. Gotcha. That sounds fire, actually. They should pay you to do the marketing for that game because that sounds hilarious. I have 1 gem, so we bought Imitator last time we played, evidently. I think is what that means. Ika Yori with the raid as well. Welcome in, chat raiders. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's get this pinata party out of the way, and then we can start actually planting our zombies. Oh my god, they're giving me the goats. Colonel Pult, Apple Mortar. Fire. I got baited. I thought that was a zombie. No, it's asymmetrical. I gotta do it. I'm sorry. I gotta do it. That's gonna bother me so much if I don't. All right. Let's just spam so that we get the faster conveyor belt. I don't like those gifts. I have the sneaking suspicion that those aren't actually gifts. I don't like that they're giving me an EM Peach. Whoa! No, that's not allowed. What is this? This heals, right? I'm pretty sure. Hopefully, because I'm putting it behind the walls. And we're asymmetrical. And we're asymmetrical. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Chat, nobody panic. We're asymmetrical, but nobody panic. Why do I have a Snapdragon? Oh, but wait, the gifts are actually good? The gifts are actually good! Inconceivable! Were you there when I played PvZ the other day, Shock? No, I was unfortunately not. I'm sorry. Did you enjoy it, though? I wanted to pull up. Nobody told me it was going on. No, it's on me for just not looking. I hope it was a fun time, though. EM Peach on conveyor when there is no mech scares me. Dude, it's like a subtle jump scare. You would have hated me. I was being asymmetrical to piss people off. Dude, that's low-key based. That's low-key based, though. I think we could all agree. All right, we'll do one of these. I mean, I'm just not gonna sugarcoat it. I think there's no way that we could have played this symmetrical. Also, I need to move my cam. I keep forgetting to do this whenever we play. I keep forgetting, and I know it's pissing people off right now. I'm sorry. I'm acknowledging it. I'll do it after this level. I do have to move my cam. Chat's gonna go in timeout for a segundo. So I can do that properly. I don't have a Citron in either lane with the Gargs, which is kind of annoying. I guess we'll do this. I'll be lurking, though. Need to wind down? Yeah, no worries, no worries. Appreciate you for the raid. Many thanks again. And enjoy the lurk. Hope you sleep well when you do and all that jazz. Get caught up on snacks and things such as post-stream care, so to speak. All right, 5 gems, immediately worth it. 10 gems, cinema. Missed the cabbage pult costume. Dare I say, don't care. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Glad we're finally switching to mods on Modded Monday. True. Oh, also, I need to switch the title over on YouTube. We are not gold staking anymore. Okay, live PvZ to Reflourished. Continuing the playthrough. There we go. Okay. I just realized that I can chat in OBS. Huh? Can you shrink your face cam so it's on the coin where Crazy Dave's face is? I'm not gonna do that. Where was a good spot for it? I think we just put it here, and then I'm just gonna have chat not be on screen for this game. I'm sorry, chat. We got gems. That's like the cool currency. True. Aw, shucks. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. It had to be. How good are you at management games, by the way? Like, what do you mean management games? Like simulator games? Like Water Park Sim and all that? I would say... I mean, can you be bad at games like that? Think FTL. I don't know what that is. Faster Than Light. I've never played this before in my entire life. Has a 10 out of 10 on Steam. Maybe I should. FTL way fun. Any game that has a 10 out of 10 on Steam is insane. Maybe I should look into that. Streamer, can you do the thing Doc does sometimes and like put your face cam everywhere, or like, I don't know, copy your face cam and form a border with it or something? I think I will be not doing that. Isn't FTL like a Slay the Spire card? Bro, everybody here is so roguelite brained. It's bad. It's bad, chat. We gotta branch out. Holy. Give me Tater Mine. Oh, wait, I need to favorite Imitator, because otherwise I'm just gonna completely forget that that guy exists. All right, Pog. Is there anything that I'm imitating? I guess Power Lily would be kind of funny. Let's go next. Whoever said that border thing should be modded in YouTube chat, maybe. They're here every day in YouTube. Maybe we do mod them, and then I don't have to change the. I can be lazy and not have to change the stream titles manually. Maybe. I don't have Potato Mine. Wait, the Imitator was kind of a fumble because now I don't have Potato Mine, which is going to annoy me immensely. I think it'll be fine. Just got the multiverse mod, and holy cow, the amount of new content it adds is crazy. Maybe good for Modded Monday. Wasn't that Harold? Am I mistaken, or was that the thing that you were playing either yesterday or the day before? Can I even change titles in YouTube as a mod? I have no idea. I'm actually not sure now that you mention it. What you talking about? The multiverse mod. Is that not what you played the other day? Or am I tripping? Is that old news? I'm not familiar with the modded world. That's why you're here. Nah, that was Maximus. Oh, starts with M. Close enough. Maximus was very good. I'm glad. Good shit. Good shit. Let's Power Lily it up. Dude, that imitator notification or animation, some kind of TION word, is so funny. Oh, that's not allowed. Okay, well, I did not have to use that power up because he died immediately after I activated it, but that's okay. We ballin'. That was very loud for at 2 in the morning. I don't think you can change the title. Well, that's unfortunate. I can time people out, though. Close enough. Just time anybody out who doesn't care about... Who, like, mentions the YouTube title being fucked. Yeti lunchbox! And a coin! Easy dubs. What does Legends of Runeterra look like nowadays? I'm not like super in tune with the meta. I just literally looked up the meta online and found like a deck that looked fun and copied it. And by a deck that looked fun, I mean whatever had the highest meta percentage. Because I did not care enough to like figure out play style and things like that. So I don't know what the meta looks like, but like it's pretty free to play, man. You gotta do your dailies, so you gotta log in for like half an hour or an hour every day. But like, I have a meta deck crafted, and I started a brand new account when Vagabond was talking about it. Whenever that was, like week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So like it's free to play as hell. If you played it for like probably 2 or 3 months, you could probably have like 3, 4, 5 meta decks, which is pretty nice. More card games need to be like that. That's why I like TCG Live as well. TCG Live is getting kind of bad because they restrict crafting for, I believe, like alt art cards, which is kind of cringe. But if you don't care about collecting and you only care about like, you know, comp CCG gameplay, TCG Live, you can craft meta decks without even having to try. I don't even play TCG Live anymore, and I probably have enough materials to craft, like, every deck that has ever been entered in a tournament in the past, like, year. It's kind of wild how free-to-play TCG Live is. No way a free-to-play game in this economy? Dude, I know. I know. It's unbelievable, but it is a thing. All right, let's do this. Riot came out with a physical card game, played Legends of Runeterra at its inception. Economy is very good. Yeah. I forgot that Riot had a physical card game. That's right. Oh, I gotta protect the spring beans, bro. When could you pop out YouTube chat into its own tab? This is cray cray. That's what I do every single day of stream, because otherwise it would be so annoying and unintuitive to read. Okay, we go Sunshroom angle. We go Spikeweed because there's barrels. I think just because Spring Bean sucks so much ass, I'm going to go Walnut. And then we'll do the rest of these guys. Anybody in here played Lorcana, that one Disney card game? I haven't heard much about it, but I think they're still coming out with stuff, so like maybe it did well. Potato Mine's completely worthless here. I don't know why I picked it up. Spring Bean deals with anything on the planks, and anything here is just going to be gambling if we hit the Potato Mine correctly. I don't know why I brought him. Iceberg Lettuce would have been much better. I guess let's just start putting down reeds, brother. The reeds are low-key goated. I ain't gonna lie. So we're putting down spikeweeds as well on the planks just to deal with the barrels, because the barrels are going to be really annoying. I'm going to walnut your goofy ass until I can get a lightning raid down in that lane. The cone's going to be annoying, but I think the spring bean wakes up before he gets there. Yeah, okay, we're chilling. Might not even need the spring bean, actually. You bum. He was at like 1 HP. Okay, there's another barrel. We can just pop that with the spikeweed. I feel like I've seen this strat before. I don't know where you would have seen it. But, you know, it's entirely possible. This game has been out for so long. It's entirely possible that you've seen this strat somewhere before. Spikeweed. Bye-bye barrel. Spikeweed. Bye-bye barrel. There are way too many barrels. Unleash the clouds. Pog. All we need now is PvZ 2 Fusion, and then we have the trifecta of crack PvZ games. True! Is Lightning Read like Photo Chad? Lightning Read is exactly like Photo Chad. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, I love all of the costumes for Puff Shroom. I'm just gonna say it right now. Are fire. Every single costume for Puff Shroom is a 10 out of 10. Perhaps even an 11 out of 10. Stop giving me costumes for Puff Shroom. He sucks. I'm sorry. In this game specifically, he's unusable garbage. I'm so sorry that it's the case because I love him, but it's the case nonetheless. Stop giving me. 10 out of 10 voice crack, ban unseen. Indefinitely. Okay, let's get the seed slot now that I have 80 grand. Do I want the sun bonus instead? I'm using sun shrooms until the Jurassic Marsh, bro. I don't give one fuck about the sun boost. I don't know. Think I saw it on a small streamer who looks like Jesus. Don't remember what they're called, though, so I don't know. If only the Puff Shroom was Gen 1. Puff Shroom my goat in Game of the Year PvZ. Bro, in OG PvZ, Puff Shroom's like low-key broken. Not even low-key. Puff Shroom's just like the best plant in the game. He got nuked in this game. He sucks, bro. Even in the levels where, like, you're supposed to use him because it's, like, dark, like the Dark Ages. Even in the Dark Ages, he's just buns. How am I achieving this? What was the goal, the gimmick? 20 zombies in 30 seconds? Okay, in retrospect, that doesn't seem that bad. Pea-shooter-ish damage with a 3-tile radius for free is cracked. I mean, even if you're using him in the daytime, just free stall. But at night, especially, when you don't need, like, coffee beans, dude, you just... Puff Shroom Imitator clears, like, every level. Okay, we have Sun Shroom. I could do... the Reeds. I can do Spikeweed. Probably I do Tater Mine to stall since we have the free slots. I can do Power Lily Imitator. And then I could do either like Walnut or Iceberg. Probably I do Iceberg just so I can stall now. I'm 99% sure I saw a video of can I beat PvZ with only Puff Shroom? Yeah, and that dude probably did it too. That dude probably did it in absolute no problem, too. I'm just stalling, bro. Puff Shroom is like every single broken new Clash Royale card on release that got nerfed after Supercell makes money. It's so annoying that people still... Like, I get why they do it because it's like all comp players who just want to like maintain their rank. But it's so annoying that people still buy all the broken shit knowing full well that after Supercell collects their money for 2 weeks, it's just going to get nerfed. Granted, did they even end up nerfing Royal Ghost? They nerfed Royal Ghost. They had to have, because that was a problem. I feel like it's still meta, though. They did? Okay, that's what I figured. Is it not still, like, meta, though? I know Bridge Spam still uses it a lot, but does RG still not use it? I have, like, such a surplus of sun. I just need to be using these Power Lilies, low-key. I feel like just playing this level normally, I'm not gonna meet the goal. I feel like this might be an exercise in futility. I could be mistaken. Maybe on a huge wave it'll be fine. I have no idea what meta is now because I stopped playing when it got super pay to win. I played back when you could get Hunter in Arena 3 or 4. I can't remember what arena it was. Wow, so you've been gone for a while, dare I say. Thoughts on Recruits for free to play? Heard it was easy to play. Yeah, Recruits Fireball Bait is another one of those decks where it's pretty resistant to nerfs. Doesn't need... The Evos strengthen the deck, but they're not, like, needed for the deck. And it is very, like, noob-friendly in terms of playing it, because it's kind of just a spammy deck. You need to learn how to, like, pilot bait decks, because the idea with Recruits... I mean, is Recruits Cycle, like, a thing? I think Recruit's Fireball Bait is just the best Recruits deck, right? Everything Cycle is a thing? Well, yeah, I know, but, like, in terms of, like, climbing. Because Everything Cycle is a thing if you're trolling, but if you're somebody new to the game and you want to climb, Everything Cycle is absolutely not a thing. Also turns out we could play this level normally and be completely fine. Or I can just play Mega Knight and probably be fine for real. I mean, yeah. I'm almost positive Recruit Cycle would get you fairly far. Maybe. I mean, it is Recruits. That's fair. Bro, if you're going to play Recruits there, just play the optimal Recruits deck, which is Recruits, Piggies, Barb Hut, Fireball Bait. Could work with an Elixir Pump if it wasn't in Arena 15. Yeah. Elixir Pump is so fun to play. I'm not even gonna lie. Elixir Pump Golem and Elixir Pump 3 Musk are very fun decks. Did I do the daily quest? I've completely forgotten. I think I did the daily quest. Okay. Yeah, I did the daily quest, so I'm going to send y'all off for tonight. Somebody say Golem. Dude, that Golem deck that you sent me was wild. I can't lie. Runeterra was fun. Accidentally was put in EU. Could not play with my friends. Rank reset going back into US. During that time, EU heavy control decks. US heavy aggro decks. Wild experience. That's kind of silly. I've gotten back in the game a bit just running my old meta decks, and I keep getting crushed. Anyone else using Wall Breakers cycle on ladder? Wall Breakers are like... Did Evo Wall Breakers catch a nerf in this most recent balance patch that they advertised? I saw E-Spirit got its first ever balance change after being in the game for like 10 years. Not actually, but like still. I doubt it. Bro, even post nerf, they already nerfed the Evo Wall Breakers like death damage. I think Evo Wall Breakers are still a problem. Evo Wall Breakers are like crazy in any deck. Especially in like control-y like minor decks. They're disgusting, but like any deck is just nasty with Evo Wall Breakers. I low-key think they're a problem. Also, I don't think it's in need of a nerf. I'm going to raid somebody in case I didn't see it. I don't think it's in need of a nerf. But I think a complete sleeper card right now is Bowler. Bowler is so good right now, dare I say. So good. Any deck that I build that runs Bowler, I feel like the Bowler just performs so well. Counters pushes very nice. You can position... It's kind of got like a Magic Archer sort of thing where you can like chip the tower if they position their cards shittily. I really like it. I play Bowler in Graveyard and I play Bowler in E-Giant. I think in the past, Bowler's power just scaled with how good Graveyard is. I play it in Graveyard, but I also play it in E-Giant, which I feel like is unintuitive. Because, you know, the E-Giant wants stuff in the radius. But I play Evo Valk Bowler in E-Giant, and the Bowler is like insane. I don't think it's in need of like a balance change, but like, dude, it overperforms in like every matchup. Bowler is a tank and swarm killer in one. It's pretty darn good. Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't even want to say he's slept on because like obviously Graveyard meta, everybody knows that Bowler's good, but he is so good right now. When playing, I have to consider would I rather play meta or play cards I like the most? Question of my life that has occurred in like every game. Yeah, very true. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, if you're an above average player, you can probably climb pretty easily just doing like whatever you want. But maybe for learning the game, there are like better decks. I don't know. You know what I mean. All right, anyway, let's raid. We could raid Mercury. We could raid Dolly Spectra. We could raid Young Skirt. Young Skirt's doing some yellow deck action. Do we want to raid Young Skirt? Can you raid Femboy Shock? Nope. I'm a raid Youngskirt. Youngskirt's doing some gold staking, it looks like. 3 Ls in a 4-hour stream? Dare I say not too bad. Campfire run. Campfire run. Oh my goodness. All right, we're rating Youngskirt. Chat, per usual, appreciate everybody for watching. Very fun stream. Madness pivot. Hey, I got you. Holy base. Dude, finally, some campfire enjoyers. Chat, I don't want to take credit, but I think I'm single-handedly turning a new leaf on campfire. I've been seeing, ever since I've spouted my approval of campfire into the aether, I've been seeing less and less campfire hate, and it makes me really happy. Pilatro streamer. What did I miss? We're rating. Good stream. See ya. Appreciate you, GZ. Many thanks. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching, per usual. Very fun stream. We'll be back mañana. Not sure what we're doing. Probably more of the same. Just gold stake into random shit. I feel like that's been a pretty fun avenue for streams as of recent. But yeah, back tomorrow. Follow all of my links, !Discord, !YT if you want to join the Discord, or sub to the YouTube. And yeah, love you guys. Show Youngskirt some love. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye, unseen but not shock. Fine. Fine. Just raid Youngskirt.